Welcome everybody to the Stretch Run, um, the Travers Day Live edition here. And I know everybody out there is excited about the stakes racing for the Travers, and more excited for Timonium Race 6, which is coming up next. No, just kidding. Justin, how are you doing?
I'm good, man. Just guess we got race 7 coming up at Saratoga. You're playing pick 5, so I'll let you just roll into it.
Yeah, so Mayday Ready, top win, top SOR, top GSR, top Scotty pick. Those win at a little over 50% of the time. You're getting 2-1 here. Seems like the play. If it runs back to last year's form in this, what appears to be a weird paceless race, should win this race. The Chad Brown horse is getting hammered right now. Second time Chad there, but didn't beat a group of 70s last time out. So I'm not sure how good this horse is. Hoping to beat it there and get rolling. Tony, how you doing? And I know we may not have much time here, so I'm just trying to be mindful of the time. I spread in the race that follows up there as well. With some long shots. They're going to the gate here. The big horse that I didn't use in this sequence was randomized. In race 9, the personal Ensign. I still think Raging Sea has a big shot there, as well as Leslie's Rose and Darth Vader. And then I'm 1, 3, 5, which is Barnes, Patch Adams, and Verifier in race 10. And then 2, 5, 7, 9. So the 2 is a big price, but you're getting, I kind of liked Bright Work there. Justin, are you going to be able to pull up the sound, or do you need me to? Because they're going in the gate.
I already have it, Oldie. You're good to go.
Okay.
Race number 7, the Lake Placid, Oldie. We covered this race last night and talked a lot about Mayday Ready. I was surprised the 1's the favorite, but let me know if you can hear it.
Filly warming going up.
Can you hear it?
Yes, it's great.
Okay.
Scarlet Sands loads. And Raining Flowers to the outside. They're in the gate.
Hey, Tony.
And they're off in the Lake Placid. It was an even start, and shortly afterward, warming in a little bit tight. Play with Fire and Eponine. Eponine goes right to the front. Mayday Ready is keyed up too, and Mayday Ready wants that lead and will get it into the first turn. And Scarlet Sands is also prominent in the early stages, so Eponine will sit in second. Down on the inside, Play with Fire. And the pace is lively, 4 lengths off the lead. The 2 trailers, Raining Flowers and Warming, is at the back. 24-2, it looked quicker, but it's Mayday Ready in front. Opens up a 3-length advantage on the back stretch, with Eponine racing in second. They're followed by Scarlet Sands in third, and Play with Fire along the hedge. 1.5 lengths, Raining Flowers and Warming. 5 lengths covers them. Mayday Ready is the boss. Heading to the half-mile pole under Jose Ortiz, in command by almost 3 lengths. Eponine Orange Cap second, Play with Fire on the inside third. And then it's Scarlet Sands making a middle move, Raining Flowers and Warming. The half in 49 flat for Mayday Ready. Mayday Ready still under a snug hold, has a 2-length advantage on Scarlet Sands, who's in second, Eponine third. Warming inching up on the outside as the field turns for home. Mayday Ready.
Okay, Oldie, kick away, buddy.
Eponine is trying her best in second. Play with Fire.
Come on.
Coming through along the
Here
inside.
come the 1,
Play with
Oldie.
Fire takes second.
Come on, 3. Keep going.
Ready, 2-length lead.
Go home.
Play with Fire and Flavian Pratt.
Come on, 3.
Mayday Ready has something left.
Get up. Get up.
Ready all the way.
Boom. There we go.
Play with
Good
Fire
job,
was
Oldie.
second best. Eponine finished third. Behind them, Raining Flowers.
We talked about Mayday Ready last night, Oldie, right?
Yeah.
Yes, yesterday afternoon. I love your ticket. I ended up putting a win bet there. I was surprised that the 1 ended up going off as the favorite. I mean, we got 9-5, Oldie, which was morning
Number
lot.
3, Mayday Ready was first.
I guess the E morning line almost had that nailed, oldie, when you look at
Yeah.
it. They expected the one to go off as a favorite, so it was a little bit shorter maybe, but you get a great price. Good job, man.
Yeah, no, and I probably should have had a win bet there too at 9-5 because
You
you
always
know
have to win bet your single.
how often do you get a 50% a horse that's going to win 50% of the time at sub even money or 1-1 as I like to call it. So congratulations to those who played it. Let's keep rolling. Let's find a price in the next and hope we're right the rest of the way through. Knocking on wood here. And I also have something cooking
Hey, Cody.
at hey Cody. Yeah, but Hot
Hot
Rod,
Rod.
are you playing
Yeah,
Metakeet Road? We've been waiting for you, buddy.
Hot Rod. We talked about you yesterday in Madacat Road. Are you still on the Madacat Road train? I mean, and Scott Jose did a good job, I think, setting. He went 24-2 and then went 49 and nearly won. So he definitely
Yeah,
slowed it down a little bit. I mean, ultimately, Odie, we talked. I mean, she just seemed to be a lot classier than that group, right? I mean, she was just
right.
coming from much, much tougher races from an SOR perspective.
And she
So,
did what maybe you needed to do there in a paceless race when you're the best horse, which is just grab control of the race.
yes, yeah. Well, and I'll tell you, if you're at Gulfstream Park, and we'll cover that later, Oldie Day, it's raining, so it's pouring, and so just watch the front end on the torpedo. We'll talk about it,
Yeah.
and I think it's even on the dirt too. So,
Well, I got to tell you also, I've gotten two prices so far at the beginning of the pick 5 at
the
Woodbine. I
vine,
played bigger
the
than I
vine.
normally do at the Vine. Um, but if you look at my notes, if you look at the first two legs here, here, let's share this tab real fast before we get to Monmouth. So the 6 actually didn't end up getting the lead, but that was possible top play of the card and went off at 5-1.
Wow. See, you
And
need to. That's why you need to do a video before the
uh,
stretch run.
I barely, with the stretch run and everything else I had to get done, I barely got all the notes in. I mean, and then I got this horse did not go off at 9-1, but this was my live long shot that
Wow,
I got
good
in the
job,
second
man.
leg.
2 6s in a row. Drew,
Yes,
Oldie, well, Drew, we covered the Mayday Ready yesterday, and Oldie singled there. So, winner to start the day over at Saratoga. Yeah, Scott, it's pouring at Gulfstream. They're off the
it's
turf, and
awful.
then it's been raining all morning. I was watching it, and I've been watching it all morning. So, um, but we got Woodbine Oldie coming up. We got Gulfstream, of course, Saratoga, and some Monmouth Park
Monmouth.
in two
Yeah.
minutes. So I don't know if we want to go there.
We can go there because you got Kevin McHale sitting there as the favorite on the turf in a 16K claimer. I don't know that we want to, and I'm saying Kevin McHale could be anybody with the last name McHale. Just that was the first. Joel McHale would be another one. That was just the first McHale that popped into my head there. But
Oh man.
this horse taking a huge drop for Mark Hennig here. I understand why it's 6-5 and 4-5 in the morning line. The GSR is not great. It does look like there's other pace here. Maybe it gets caught up. Maybe it needs the lead. I don't know if you're looking for a way to beat it, but those would be the options in my mind. And we can watch the race sim before they go off too.
This is not a great race, Oldie. I mean, I looked at it. I
No,
mean, to your point, the 5 makes a ton, I mean, it wins the race sim, but like fairly easily. But I don't know. It's not a necessarily. I mean, the 6 horse is 18% and has speed.
yeah,
Um, I mean, when you look, it nearly wired the field at Tampa in a 34 SOR on the turf when it got an easy lead. But You gotta imagine that the 6 or that the 5's not gonna let that horse get an easy lead. But I mean, if the
Yeah,
5 does, I mean, maybe the 6 can take him all the way. I mean, again, it nearly did. It didn't get the lead in the last 2 efforts versus Tougher, so I would just toss them. And now it's stretching back
yeah.
out, but I don't know.
I mean, the other one that's kind of a long shot would be the 5. I'm sorry, not the 5, the 1, Disobedient
Yeah.
Bull.
Mm-hmm.
You know, for take a second time turf here, maybe has a shot there at 7-1. You got a little bit of a price, and it's the second
Yeah.
pick. So you know, I think 6-5 is more than a fair price though on McHale here. And it's
Yeah.
Navy or
The 5 over the 1 exact is 10-1 oldie. 1-5-17. But so you're getting 10-1, 5-1, and then the 5-6 is also 10-1. The 5-2 is actually the favorite, which I guess it does kind of run on in the race sim.
yeah.
I mean, maybe they're getting back, they're cutting back to 8, but that horse doesn't have much speed, it seems. I don't know. This it kind of, it's not great betting, but to me, it's like you play the 5 over the 1 and 6, maybe oldie. But
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, I think it's
I
just
do
that,
think that both of them could run a good race. But this, if the 5 really does, I mean, if the 5, the 6 is sprinted last start, so you know that horse is going to get the lead. It just depends on how
yeah,
much pressure it gets.
for sure.
Rail is at 24 feet, but it's a pretty small field, and I don't know. I mean, it's good that horse has speed. I mean, it does have 3 second place finishes in a 36, a 40, and a 34. So
Yeah, and you know, maybe a 5, like maybe a straight 5-1 exacta or 5-1-6, like you said, or 5-1-2. But let's take a look at them on the track here. 'Cause
they're about
going
to
in the,
go, Ollie.
yep, going in the gate.
Or dropping in class 3 to 5 on the board as McHale just went into the gate. Take Your Medicine, third last. Too bad. Motown Mike. Beautiful day here in the Jersey Shore and a good on-track crowd, per usual here at Monmouth Park. Always good to see. We're still working with Motown Mike coming up to the gate. Post 7 goes in. And the elusive Dr. Wong to the outside.
I was once an elusive Dr. Wong.
We're ready to go. And Laruff getting bumped at the break was Motown Mike and drops to midfield early. Take Your Medicine on the lead today, but he's got company here. Disobedient Bull down on the inside takes a hold second. So does McHale on a strong hold back in third. Take Your Medicine, Disobedient Bull 1-2, approaching the first turn with McHale, who said,
Of course.
Maybe
We'll get it
take
reloaded.
maybe look at the fare there at Timonium.
as they approach the back stretch. Disobedient Bull, Take Your Medicine. They're 1-2 and they're
5
together. Heads
sitting,
apart
good
here
trip.
with 5 furlongs
Yeah, great
to
trip.
go.
2-2.
Right behind them in third. Vino Vidi Vici tugging on the outside in third with the big favorite. A length and a half to Classic Martini. 2 more to the elusive Dr. Wong, who gets closer, takes the second last position away from Motown Mike, who drops to the back as they're halfway home.
Not going terribly fast,
goes
though.
in front. Take Your Medicine still right there. And McHale, he's on a stronghold here, still inside of horses going into the turn. He has some run as they round the far turn. Vino Vidi Vici alongside of him, pinging in down at the rail. Then comes Classic Martini.
5's got nowhere to
3 lengths
go.
off the lead. The elusive Dr. Wong gives way. Motown
Yeah.
Mike to the back, coming to the top of the
But
stretch.
let's see what happens
Disobedient
here.
Bull, Take Your Medicine.
Bull
1-2.
is way
McHale's
out.
getting out.
Yep.
McHale trying to get outside of Vino
Can't.
Vidi Vici, who continues to race ride this big favorite and pins them in behind horses as they come down the stretch here. They come down the
There's
lane.
that one,
Disobedient Bull
Oldie.
in front.
Oh.
Take Your Medicine. McHale is diving to the inside, trying that path. And Vino Vidi Vici continues to run on. Mikhail's beaten. Disobedient Bull, Vino Vidi Vici.
Wow.
Vino Vidi
Wow.
Vici wins it. Vino Vidi Vici over Disobedient
I
Bull.
mean, 9-1. I don't know. That was a rough race.
Yeah,
I mean,
definitely.
they went 24 Oldie, and then he slowed it down all the way to 49-3. So it's like a super second soft quarter. So they had a lot of horse on the front end, and that horse just didn't have a good trip. But hey, that's why favorites don't win every time. All right. So what do you have here in your? Are you pick 5?
It is a pick 5. I have everything but this favorite, the 6.
You went all bet favorite?
No, I don't. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8.
Okay. Sweet. All right.
I
Let's
thought the
get
8
it.
would. 8's won 2 in a row on the turf. Sprinting, if it can get the distance, I thought you could get a price there. I think there's the
The
2 and 3.
value on the 2 is insane, Oldie.
Yeah, but there's so much speed here between the 2, 3, 1, and 5.
They're
It,
loading Oldie too.
yeah, they're quick, so I got to be
So
nimble. I got to be quick.
you're 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8?
I'm 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8.
Okay.
I'm sorry, not 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. Sorry.
No 6.
Yes, no 6. Could be one of those times where I'm going to be kicking myself for not going 6, 6, 6 in the first 3 legs.
Mm-hmm. Gary, welcome. Good to see you. Oh, do you want to pull up video?
Oh, I forgot to hit share tab, so yes, I thought it was up already.
+1.
That was a good single by you, Oldie, like Cody
Side
said.
gate, Prime +1.
All right, it's good to
on.
see you again.
Dare to be King and Fraser ably completing the line will be
Dog,
Sooner
welcome.
Luna. Gate 5.
Hot Rod
Or David
singled with
Mara.
you, Oldie.
Very nice.
Now coming up to straighten up and go in. Stand by for a start. As Sooner Luna in the
Good
red
luck, Jay.
moves forward. This field is set to run, locked up. Off they race, and the starter got them out magnificently, and best away is near the inside, Chamateur. Sooner Luna the center, Agile Dancer the outside with a trail, Proud Ronan and Sparklet. And then
Two
came
got an easier
Stonks,
lead
and
than
moving
I was
forward is
expecting,
Lasting
though.
Silence. Caught a bit wide still, Dare to be King with Prime +1 the center. And over on their inside,
They're
Little
not
Big
going to let
Gangster as
him
they
settle.
take the turn. And the leaders are
Mhm.
Chamateur, Sooner Luna with Agile Dancer flanked 3 wide. A length and a half away, Proud Ronan. A nice position, Lasting Silence. A length behind them, Sparklet, a little worse than mid-back. And then came Dare to be King around the outside of Stonks. And next to last is on the inside, Little Big Gangster. At the back, Prime +1. About 7 or 8 lengths covers this field, and Chamateur pressed by Sooner Luna. They've gone away by 2 lengths. Proud Ronan gaining ground on the inside to go through and be third from Agile Dancer. Everything setting up for a good run for Lasting Silence if good enough. 2 lengths away, and then came Sparklet, Dare to be King. And now Prime +1 started to come 3 wide. Back at the tail end are still Stonks, and on the inside, Little Big Gangster. The half was 48 flat, and in front, Chamateur, Sooner Luna. A length to Proud Ronan, Agile Dancer. Moving now is Lasting Silence, and Prime +1 is the widest. A couple to Sparklet, Dare to be King struggling. And then Stonks and last, Little Big Gangster turning, and Sooner Luna at the quarter. In front, coming is Lasting Silence. On the inside, kicking back, Chamateur. And then Proud Ronan, and back in the center, Agile Dancer down the stretch. And Sooner Luna, Chamateur joined by Lasting Silence on the outside. From the back, Stonks is finishing on well. Lasting Silence has gone up and hit the front. And it is Lasting Silence and Rafael Hernandez. This is a picture-perfect ride. Lasting Silence, the winner, 2 lengths. Sooner Luna the head bob with Chamateur for second and third, and then came Agile Dancer, the time 1:37.18.
Oh, I was on mute. Well done. Good job.
And here was my notes are hot today because here was the note on this one. Live long shot winner of 2 in a row on turf sprinting, stretches out against similar and GSR increases. Has shown ability to be tactical as run races on the lead, one stalking and closing, and should get plenty pace to run into today. So that was the the note if I was actually showing my screen
I
properly.
got you. I
Okay.
pulled it up. I saw you were trying to switch back and forth. It's okay. And for EE users, or if you haven't seen that, you can get that analysis only covering Woodbine. So you got the first 3 legs. So wait, so let's see your pick. You have a pick 5?
Yeah, I spent way too much money on it. I should have singled in the first leg and didn't. But
What do you have in the next leg?
yeah, I'll just pull it up because I'm not hiding anything here. I am 1-4-5 in the next leg.
Okay, sweet. All right. Hopefully we get to the last one.
Yeah.
All right. We headed to the rain in Hallandale Beach, Oldie.
All right. Well, let's go to the beach. Let's see here. Let's just do that. That will be. Oh, we're on your screen. So here, let me.
Yeah, I got you. I was just pulling
Okay.
up video on the side. Starter optional claim. It's I like the price you're getting on the 5. The 1 was the other player. I thought, Uli, let's watch the racing though. I didn't really like the long shot. I thought this was between the 1 and 5, but man, I mean the weather here is crazy. You would think the speed here probably hold on the Tapita.
Yeah.
Would be my perspective. In the 5, Oldie, I mean, has a big pace number, has a good GSR. We'll dive in here in a second, but the 2, 3, 6 are coming. But the 5 holds on. Chaina. I put this horse on top, Oldie. I mean, it's a claim for Georgina Baxter from Safi. I mean, that's a 56. You can. Oh, I should have. Well, no notes, but gets back to. We'll look up here. It has faced similar sprinting. In the 60, 56. Been on the lead. It's won 3 in a row back here when Miggy rode. Zayas is off, and I think he's not even in this race, I don't think. Yeah, he's not riding here, but I thought she could be tough up front. You get 3-1. The other player I thought was the 1, but I was 5-1 here is how I looked at it.
So I like the 5 a lot too. I thought the 4 might be a long shot player here though. For first time
To win?
Sanchez. Yeah. 24% off the claim for Sanchez there.
Yeah, he does well. He's had a good meet too. 20% with Manassas too. So that's not. You mean with the 1 taking so much money, you're getting an amazing price at 9-1.
Yeah. And
well, maybe the play is like like an exacta with the 4 and 5. You're gonna get a really good value, and then maybe you save with like a try with the 1 or something. I mean the 5-4 is 25-1. The 4-5 is 42-1. The 5-1's 8-1. I mean, you could play like that. You could play the exacta with the 5 and 4, and then play a try. Like you just play it like the picks cold, right? I mean, 1.
Yeah.
But see, the assistant. I mean, the 5 wins the race sim, which I love, Oldie. I mean, you're getting 3-1 because that 1 is taking so much money. I mean, and the 1 makes sense. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, Jaramillo rides, gets aboard. Jennifer Young has been facing similar, has shown the ability, Oldie, but that was at 5.5, right? And that was my biggest point. Like, is it? You go and if you look at the GSR, I mean, it's 1 for 7. The 5 is 4 for 7. Oldie at 5 furlongs on the Tapita, and has speed, and it's raining. Like, to me, I'm just probably playing the 5 there, but maybe there's an exacta too. Because you'll get a good value with the 4 if you can get the 1 even out.
And if you want to go a little wider and play only a smaller base on your exacta, I think the 2 has a chance to be finishing up late. And if they go fast, you could get a 2-4 or a 5-2 exacta here.
Yeah, you can see the 2 and the 6 coming, right?
Yeah.
Man, wet track.
Let's see where they're at. Well, they're still on the dirt portion of the wet track here.
Well, that's
They'll
good,
get
Oli.
ready.
Over at Saratoga, you can put the video if you want. Over at Saratoga, you already got your favorite out of the way. So, as we know, it's
Yeah.
not always a spot where a lot of favorites win. So, Saratoga in 9 minutes.
9 minutes to Toga. We got 4 minutes to Timonium, which we can show.
That fair looked amazing.
Yeah, no, it looked like fun. Weather looked great.
5-horse bet down to 5-2. You can see there. Although the projected odds is saying 7-2, which I'm not sure about that.
Well,
Maybe.
this weather just looks miserable there.
I was watching it this morning. Like they had gotten a bunch of rain yesterday, and they actually canceled the card. I think before we had done the weekend preview show. I think it was like race 3, and then today I saw they were doing the show before with Samantha, and it was like nice and sunny, and then the first race came, and it was just pouring, and it's been pouring ever since. So.
It does look quite miserable.
Runners facing up to the starting gate. Less than a minute.
And we got to look at late at Woodbine, Justin, too, because there's a couple Scotty long shots you might be interested in. There's a couple
I like it.
E morning line angles late too.
Damn it, that sounds like they had a really good card.
Yeah. And Connor in our chat is in the BCBC qualifier today. He won a feeder yesterday.
Oh, nice.
He won the feeder by like $40.
Really?
Which is insane, yeah.
Yeah, that's wild. That's well done. Oh man, they're gonna load that. Looks like they're trying to load the 3 backwards there for a second. That horse obviously doesn't like to load. Man, the 5 bet down all the way 2-1 oldie. The 1 floated up to 9-5. They're probably gonna take the odds away here in a second.
Chaina moving in. 2 left to load. 1 of 1. And Lita. Lita walking up. In the gate. And they're off. Good beginning for the barnmates. Warda and 1 of 1. Chaina is between them and part of this early pace scenario. And Lita out in the center of the track is marching forward. David's Rose and Founders Day and My Lady James at the back as they run into the far turn. And it's Warda and Amiciel Jaramillo on top by half a length. Lita 3 wide and applying pressure. Chaina down toward the inside will back off and race from third. Now a length and a half behind. Then it's 1 of 1 who's out in the clear. 3 lengths off the leader. Then the barnmates, Founders Day and David's Rose. And a 3 wide My Lady James is last of them all. Opening quarter sharp 21 and 2 as they make their way to the top of the stretch. Warda by a neck. Lita continues to apply pressure and 3 deep is 1 of 1. Chaina down toward the inside. Here's 1 of 1. Roused forward to try and go get Warda. Final 1/8 of a mile. 1 of 1 runs to the front. Warda and down the center. Founders Day coming on for a slice, but 1 of 1 is kicked away to a 2.5 length score at 15-1. It's 1 of 1.
That
in
was
front.
the
Founders Day is
Yeah,
second.
that was
Warda is
exactly the
third.
play.
That was the play. A bunch of horses that go too fast on the Tapeta there, Oldie, and the two closers came up over the top. 15-1 over 18-1.
Let's take in a race at Timonium before Saratoga, the next at Saratoga. Timonium race 7. The 2 is the long shot and is 6-1 right now. 22%, third win there. 4 is top. It looks like the 3 might be pretty far down my list there.
Antonucci girl?
Yeah.
Lost River. Moving in.
The race sim
Antonucci
says
Girl,
6.
8-5. Ade.
Oldie, Howard said did the 4 just scratch in the next at Saratoga?
I didn't have the 4, so that's good for me.
Corey Felice.
Well, he said the 1 became the speed of the speed.
Oh, the system thinks the 7's the speed of the speed.
Oh, okay.
And the 11 potentially.
And they're off.
Ade
with a good break from the gate. Lost River zips up there to Antonucci Girl. Will settle near the inside. Far outside is Corey Felice, stoking up a bit of early foot as well. And trailing the field is Frosty Maya. No speed at the back of the pack. So there is Lost River against the rail. Corey Felice and Frosty Maya advancing on the outside from the back into third position within 3 of the lead. Antonucci Girl saving that ground around the turn. And trailing the field is Ade, who's 5 lengths from the front. Lost River shows the way. The opening quarter, 23 4/5 of a second for Lost River, has a half-length advantage from Corey Felice there on the outside in second. Frosty Meyer, Antonucci Girl, every chance from there from fourth. Ade is 5th as they head on for the far turn. Just above a quarter of a mile left to go. Lost River leads the way from Corey Felice in second. Antonucci Girl has to sprint on home. And now with a quarter of a mile left to run, and Frosty Maya was next, followed by Ade. The half was in 47.
Long shot looks like might be gone.
They race to the top of the stretch. Lost River, the one to catch still.
Or maybe not.
Drifting a bit off the inside. Antonucci Girl has an inviting opening on the inside and driving right on through. Antonucci Girl zips through on the inside to take the lead with a 16th to go. Antonucci Girl and another Boca Chica to win by a length and a half. Lost River hangs in there well for second, and Corey Felice and Ade.
All right, let's go to Saratoga.
Minute 19.
The race between the stakes races.
So what do you have here, Oldie?
I have 2, 7 through 12.
Okay.
7, 11 are bombers. I mean, really, the 12 and the 2 are the chalk here. But if you look at the race sim, here it has the 7 and the 11 at first call, the 11 eventually getting the lead, and then it closes up with the 2 firing through in the stretch, and the 12 and 10 most likely coming late. But yeah, I took a chance with the 7. It does have the win on the lead at Finger Lakes, going 8 furlongs on the dirt. The GSR, it's not much different here on the turf. So maybe he gets an easy lead here and gets lucky. 100% needs the lead though at 65-1. It's race 7 in France. The 11 won on the lead last time. too nearly beat a group of 58s coming off the layoff, has Pratt aboard. You know, that horse is going to be extremely dangerous just based off the things I just said. Maker also is taking over a horse for the Clements here and putting Jose aboard. That horse isn't getting bet at all. And you don't get 18 to 1 on Jose it's a long shot.
The morning line for E is 4 to 1. It's crazy.
Yeah. You don't get 18 to 1 very often on Jose.
I mean, it's really tough to come back and win a maiden, but this race is tough, Oldie. Like, looks like it's post time. I'll turn on the sound, but I don't know who I would put on top. I mean, I hope the 9 wins, in all honesty.
Yeah.
That's an amazing price. The 6 is taking money. It was a maiden as well and just won. That's the other Clement,
yeah. And did win fairly easily, but against an easier group as well. It was a 50K claimer versus a maiden special weight on the one that went to Maker.
Yeah, but in Hot Rod the 10 is. I mean, the 10 that post is not the best is the issue, but Louis is a beast, man. That horse is dropping, but that's a brutal post. But yeah, I mean, a race like this. I mean,
horses are nearing the starting gate less than 1 minute.
The 2 looks tough, but that's a short price, Oldie. So, I mean, for that sake, I hope you can beat the 2.
And the 10 definitely ran against similar and came close, too.
Yeah, no, I mean, if that horse had a better post, it would have, and it's, man, but no, it fits. I mean, the 12s is the same thing. Those are not for Carlos David with Irad.
Yeah.
I mean, just not the easiest from way out there.
And the other one, the 8, there too is, that's one of the few that's won multiple times too in this race. This is a little bit of a step up in class, but it's been close at this level at 9.5.
It's post time. They're loading in the.
I think with the. I think with the speed, Oldie, those posts could be okay. I would not be surprised to see the 9, 10, or 12 win. So I'm not gonna play anything. I'm just rooting for you. Tough race, though. I'm glad you have multiple horses.
Back check goes in.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely a tough race.
Thank you, Lafitte. Dividend recap takes up her spot.
18 to 1 on
She
the
had
9.
the awesome comeback victory. We'll try to repeat it now against winners. Here's Tongue Twister and Rogna to the outside to complete the line. They're in the gate. And they're off.
Oh, the 2
in the center is out very quickly. Is Spirit
really bad.
And on the outside, Trolley
to the knees, Oldie.
Dividend recap is on the inside. Tongue Twister 5th through the opening furlong, trying to save some ground and is able to do just that. They're followed by Back Check, who's on
Jose got great position there.
Off the lead. Just outside of her, Love You, Miss You, Mean It. Vino Samara is in that group as well. Rogna is toward the back of the field, a dozen lengths off the pace. The 2 trailers are Gallant Greta, and Summer World is at the back of the field. 23-2 for the opening quarter mile.
You did, Lou. That was a brutal stumble.
Second, Trolley Girl gets a nice tracking spot from 3rd. Dividend recap along the inside. Lime Green Cap is 4th. Tongue Twister is right next to her. Vino Samara is outside of that pair through the half mile that went in 47 3/5 seconds. Back Check is next. They are followed by Love You, Miss You, Mean It in between horses. Rogna is a couple of lengths behind Venus Samara. Gallant Greta looking for some racing room. She's on the inside of Summer Whirl around the far turn. Lady Jasmine has been prominent throughout, pressed the entire way by Spirit of Esther. And just in behind them, it's Trolley Girl, who's been 3rd most of the journey too. They're at the top of the stretch. Tongue Twister is getting involved. Dividend Recap is now trying to come through along the inside, finding a seam on the hedge.
Oh, come on,
Bursting
12.
through with 1 foot
Uh-oh,
left to go.
that's the
Dividend
Clement.
Recap has taken
There's
the
the
lead, and
2.
Gallant Greta was able to find a seam, and she's coming
Oh
after
my
Dividend
gosh.
Recap with big strides under Flavien Pratt. What a
Wow.
ride aboard Gallant Greta. She was great. Dividend Recap
Much the
second.
best after
Then it
that
was
Yeah.
stumble.
Celtic in third, and Tongue Twister finished fourth.
That was impressive. I mean, that just shows how much better
Yeah.
that horse was than that whole group. The 6 is the horse. Was that Clement oldie that had just broken
Yep.
maiden 2. So I mean, that's the 2
Uh,
with that stumble, and then he came through there. Wow.
yeah. And everybody else just kind of hung.
Yes. Yeah.
Much the best.
Number
All
2,
right.
Gallant Greta was first. 6, Dividend Recap.
Monmouth 6 coming up.
Yeah, I thought this was a bit of a tough race, actually.
Well, the question is, does the pace melt here?
Well, I don't know. On the race sim, they just kind of hold on and keep going. I mean, the one
No.
in because I don't think the 2 needs the lead, oldie. So that's the thing about this. But I don't know. I thought this was actually one of the tougher races. I
Yeah.
thought at Monmouth. Some of the other early chalk seemed what made a lot of sense. I thought the 1 horse is a great price.
Well, maybe the 5 getting, if it was
Yeah.
getting to a better trainer, I might like the 5 more the more I look at it. I mean, the 6 looks a little too cheap.
Yeah, I mean the
Yeah,
3,
it's
4,
tough.
6 were all like I didn't necessarily love. I know 3's a long shot. I mean that's why I kind of look like 1, 2, but they just went oldie.
All right, let me get that up.
Summer and drops to the back of the field. Goldiness in the meantime is on the lead. Wolf of
Well,
Desire,
pretty much what we thought so far.
Darling, was
Yeah.
well. She stalked in the pace 2 off the lead in the 3rd position. Stops her down on the inside next. I believe in Magic to the outside of that horse. And 3 back to Rose Summer, who's the trailer as they approach the far turn. Goldiness on the lead, 3 parts of a length. Willful Desire in chase mode, getting closer while Nickel along. Capture Darling, not asked for her best yet, is 3rd, now level 2nd as they round the turn. And I believe in Magic is making an early move, 4 wide on the course. Moving
Wow.
as they round the far turn. Sofster 5th in an all-out drive on the rail. Rose Summer needs to get going. Tries to get into it on the outside. Top of the lane. Capture Darling makes a move to the lead. I believe in Magic, though. Continues a run on the extreme
1 still has a little horse.
furlong to go. Rose Summer trying to pick him up late. Moving up
5.
to go here. Outside, it's I Believe in Magic. Inside, Capture.
Yeah.
These 2 nose and nose coming to the line. I Believe in Magic at 7-1. She's going to run by Capture Darling to score. Upset. I Believe in Magic over Capture.
Big injury news just came in from baseball.
Who was that? I saw something fly across my phone.
Zach Wheeler, the ace of the Fillies, is out for the rest of the season.
Wow.
We'll miss 6 to 8 months.
What happened? Rotator cuff?
Thoracic outlet syndrome,
What
which
is
I
that?
know, which I don't remember the details of what that is, but I do remember that I believe Jake Peavy had that at one point.
Interesting.
All right, we have some time here, I believe, to the next race we can show, which is 8 minutes at Woodbine. And we don't really have much to show in this gap either. I mean, we could go to Sweetwater Downs or
Some quarter horse. There's some good quarter horse racing, oldie. We covered that LaSalle Stakes race this weekend yesterday. We covered that for Sunday night, but there's good racing tonight. I know quarter horse at LaSalle as well as Sunday. Big trials night tomorrow.
yeah,
Fairmont Park? No, I think we should just go to the vine and
All right.
well, because you have your pick 5, right?
Yeah. So I have 145 here. We could watch Admiral Nelson in this 725 maiden breaker there for Mark Cassie. Admiral Nelson, of course, the admiral from I Dream of Jeannie, the main with the second main character, I guess, if you consider Jeannie the main character there.
Yeah,
Woodbine, I said 725.
Wait, and so what do you have here in race number 5 in your pick 5? This is the 4th leg.
Yes, I have 145.
Yes, all right, okay.
And this is race 9, and this will be the 9 horse. Race 9.
You like Torpedo Anna Hot Rod? I in a way, I kind of hope she wins, but I think she
And
might
this
get
field
beat
is
again.
now all in, locked up. They're off. And one of the best
What
way
horse
out
is
wide
she,
of the
Oldie?
track is the
9.
favorite. Admiral Nelson came out running in trouble. We've lost the rider here of Cairo's Moment. On the ground is Cave Nichols. As they settle, Admiral Nelson in front leads the way by a length, going to second as
we have
Joe
Kentucky
Yager. On
Downs
the
coming up
inside is
too
Happy Akati
next
in
week.
third from Switch into Glide.
I
Racing
know.
in the center is the Grey Z-Hub, a length to Halcon
1 to
Negro.
5,
On the
Sylvie.
outside came Big Lou, and 2 lengths away is Ashwood tucking in, and 5 to Top Bear, and last is Highland Rocky. And attention to Cave as that horse riderless at the back, but well ahead. Admiral Nelson's plowed away in front to lead by 4.5 to 5 lengths and going further ahead. Happy Akati second. Lying in third, Joe Yager. Then came Z-Hub on the inside of Switch into Glide, making some ground. And making headway is Big Lou on the outside of Halcon Negro. Well behind is Ashwood from Top Bear and Highland Rocky. Inside the quarter and all alone, Admiral Nelson 7 in front. In second placing is Happy Akati from Switch into Glide. Big Lou, the centre, Joe Yager, then Halcon Negro. It's a one-act affair as they come inside the furlong so far. It's been all Admiral Nelson is 7 in front. Big Lou trying to make up some sort of ground as they come inside the final 16th. And Admiral Nelson coming down to win. The others never got a look in. Admiral Nelson scores a diminishing margin, but wins by almost 3 to Big Lou. Third is...
All right. Let me...
Switch into Glide, then Halcon Negro and Ashwood for the...
So that was Admiral Nelson. Did win at 6.5. Does have a significant, and by significant I mean 38 points, pace advantage here. You're muted.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Oldie, he might just run away again. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. But the only thing, that was a fairly weak group, right? Like that was a lot easier. But yeah, I mean, and takes it, all the way to the stretch, so it takes him a long way.
Yeah, and
who's the favorite in this race?
Right now, it's a la carte, who was my top pick here. I had listed as a possible single here. It's actually in my notes. First time synthetic. Again, GSR stays good. It's Norm McKnight. Here, second time Norm. He's 13% off the claim, 14% second race back. Horse didn't run a lick, though, on the turf. But taking a big drop here.
Yeah, 8 points in SOR only, and they get back over to the dirt. That turf, both turf efforts have not really proven to be useful. So,
yep. And the other one, the 5 Dodester has some efforts that are interesting at least here. But to me, that was, even though this was the morning line favorite, I thought this was the longer shot amongst the 3.
Norm McKnight, he claimed there from Steve down at Oaklawn, and then brought this horse up to Woodbine. You have to like that the horse has a good synthetic number, Oldie, at 6 to 7 furlongs. So 5 horse not taking any money. Yeah, well, 145, right?
Yep.
Well, let's get it.
Yeah, at this point, I'd just like to get it home. So let's see. So we're on the track at Woodbine. I'll pull that up for everybody. I am going to take a quick pit stop while they circle around for a couple seconds here.
Sounds good. Hot rod. I mean, the thing with torpedo and a hot rod is it's that same situation with randomized up front, and then but the one thing I'll tell you, I like torpedo Anna. I hope she wins, but it really could set up a Raging Sea. You're getting 8-1 again. I mean, that's what happened, right, in the La Troyenne. But she's such a nice horse.
2 minutes.
I bet her. I bet her in the Breeders' Cup Future like a long time ago. Well, it must have been like beginning of the year. I don't know. She'd have to win today though for that to be potential. So in a way, I hope she wins Hot Rod, but I'm not sure. We got 2 minutes to post at Woodbine. Lukewarm favorite on the 4-horse. The 1-horse also, who's Oldie talked about, Admiral Nelson, has a lot of speed, going to be sending, but will have to improve. But taking money, which is good. Hey, Annabelle.
All right. Yes, Big Kenny, Scott. Definitely will be a fascinating race, though, for sure. Sylvain, I'm 145 here. This is about as, what's the term I want to use? About as post-draggy as Woodbine gets. It is the start of the jackpot pick 6. I don't see any pool or carryover numbers on it, so I'm guessing there's no carryover right now.
That's a long recovery time for Zach Wheeler.
Yeah.
I have not, J-Love, but
Yeah.
I've heard people say that. I like to do my own. Well, you and I have talked about this. I
Yeah.
just like to watch my own work video.
Yeah,
like as long as like I'm covering Gulfstream right now, Oldie, and there's no work video during the summertime. But it makes it difficult. There's
Yeah.
none. There's zero. You know what I mean? So that makes it a little bit difficult, but that's the one thing I would say, J-Love. Like, I don't know.
Well, that's the one thing I liked about Oak Lawn, though, was that all those
Yeah,
works were being
yeah.
filmed, and I could, in a given day, I might watch 7 to 12 works. And
Yeah,
I was
no, for
looking
sure.
for certain
Yeah.
things like maidens that could break out of gates. Okay. And, you can Google who the horse that
They are
they're
going behind the
working
start.
with, things
Davis
like
goes
that.
already behind the gate. Let's check the betting.
Well,
Oh,
and then
God.
you can line it
5
with
to
the
2,
system,
4 is
right?
the
I did the
favourite.
same
Number
thing
1, Admiral Nelson
last
at 3 to 1,
last
and then 4 to
winter
1 for number 5.
with
Goat.
Fairgrounds. So it's
They are
just
the top
what
3 in the
time of
betting, and
year
number
is
2,
there?
Clive Cross, 7 to 1. This field going to the start. And
But that's
the 6 1/2 furlongs, they're about to be called in.
But I like to watch that work video, right? Versus like somebody's report, and then just combine that with EE, so.
Well, and plus, if I'm going to go by somebody's works, I would go by Bluegrass
Just to
Dan,
go in, yes, so
our
field
guy
goes
who's
with
doing our
Admiral
works.
Nelson, who's moved up.
Yes, yeah,
Joining the line is
exactly.
Clive
And he does a
Cross.
great job, I think.
And it is the turn
Yeah,
of
where is
Monday
Bluegrass?
morning.
He might be listening.
Who is the grey? Monday morning
You like
for
the
Fraser
chew,
Aveley to
Tony.
gate number
No,
3.
don't say that. Oldie only has
Ooh,
the
he
1,
always
4,
does that
5.
Very
to me.
solid for a la carte.
Yeah.
There is late money coming in for Admiral Nelson, so little to
Always,
separate
Toby.
them as to who will
7
be
to
favourite.
1.
We will not know until after the jump. Going in is a la carte. To gate 5 is Dodester. Is the ride here for Deshaun Gaskin. Diva's Ghost moves up. And Cut 'em Loose. Also in the barn of Devon Giddens is next to come into the line with the white cap Sky Chanette. Or Inspired moving forward. And to the outside are Or Inspired and Ben Lyon. And the field almost ready. Ben Lyon completes the load for the start of the 5th. They're all in.
Locked and
They broke
loaded.
pretty evenly, although dipping out soon after was a la carte. And dips out to be last and going to the front on the inside. Admiral Nelson shot away and leads by a couple of
go
lengths. Now
1.
3. In second is Dodester. Cut 'em Loose on the outside from the grey. Monday morning and gaining is
Okay,
Clyde
how about we
Cross.
don't bolt?
Over on the outside is Or Inspired. Making ground now is a la carte from Ben Lyon.
Here,
And last
is that your
Diva's
5? We
Ghost.
got like
With
caught
some
in
pushing up
between.
front
Yeah.
and showing
Yeah.
the way it is. A length and a half lead, Admiral Nelson from Cut 'em Loose. On the inside, Monday morning, and back to 4th is Dodester. A length and a half away, Clive Cross, gaining well on the inside to mid-pack, and then came More Inspired, a la carte, third last, together at the back of Ben Lyon and Diva's Ghost. Admiral Nelson kicks on again, has been mixing up the
Looks
tempo
neat.
really well. And the rider here, Sophia Vives, by 3 lengths.
Well,
Cut 'em
broke
Loose
slow,
second.
right? Or got
And now getting away
the
further.
1 looked tough
Coming up
though,
on the
dude.
inside
Come
is
on, 1.
Monday morning, and out wider Dodester from Clive Cross. Or Inspired is under the whip, and well behind is a la carte. As they come down the stretch, Cut 'em Loose is
Keep
after
going.
this leader. It is Admiral Nelson
Uh-oh.
taken on left and right by on the outside. Cut 'em Loose.
Come
The
on,
rails Monday
1.
morning.
Keep
And
going.
Dodester down the outside. Monday morning
Keep
coming
going,
on, but the leader
Oldie.
remains Admiral Nelson. Cut 'em Loose. Monday morning trying desperately. Admiral Nelson in front.
Hanging
Monday
on.
morning
Get up.
finishing.
Get
Admiral
up,
Nelson
Oldie.
desperate for the wire. Admiral Nelson in a
No.
photo on the inside.
Oh my
Monday
God.
morning and
Did
Dodester
I don't
a
know.
photo for show.
I have no idea.
Photo for the
I
Woodbine
don't
Seaway
know. Ollie,
Stakes.
we're gonna have to watch it. That was brutal. I don't know. That was a pure head bob. I have zero idea.
Guys, what do you guys think?
So
Sylvain
Lane
says
said
boom.
boom. Oh, here you go.
Boom.
Oh yeah, for sure. Nice, man. 3 to 1 too.
Yeah.
Everybody knew. Well, that's good. It looked a little bit closer when I watched it.
Yeah, I thought it was closer than that too. And that actually harkened back to that time I lost 5 straight head bobs on the show. And one of them was a horse coming up the rail like that at Woodbine. So
Wow, that was crazy. That was very close, Oli.
yeah. Well, we knew from the watching the race, the race replay though, that horse would probably go out too fast early and then have to hang on.
Mm-hmm. Scott, give it a minute.
Get that horse.
So what do you have in the last, Oldie?
I'm 1, 3 through 6. So here we'll.
That's a lot of horses. Is it a big field? Probably. Every field.
It's not a huge field, but it's 8 horses.
Oh,
so there's only a
that's
couple
good.
that I don't have.
Well, you can
Yeah.
definitely you just play some win bet savers probably because the odds will be good enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yes, correct.
We'll get there in a few or whenever. You should do that first though, or just look at the will pays.
We'll get there. It's fine. I got to wait for the will pays, and they're very slow to go official. It is posted as 135 there, 1352. All right, Gulfstream race 6, Justin.
Yeah, I don't know. It's the 5 is the chalk. The question mark, Oldie, is Uncle Aldo really going to take to the Tapeta? And I don't. We just saw a minute ago when these horses went fast, the horses came behind. But I thought that this was probably the toughest race on the card, Oldie, and the pick 6 I'd be spreading.
Yeah.
But I thought I mean the 5. I thought the 6, 8, or 1 maybe could upset. I mean the 6 is Safi. Yeah, there's the 8, Law of One
Yeah.
with Carlos David. I mean it's a long shot and a firster. I don't know. I just at this point with the track and the weather, I don't necessarily trust the 5 jumping over to the Tapeta. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. And I don't trust the 2 at all, and I don't trust the trainer, but the works look sharp. The August
yeah,
15th and July 31st.
yeah, the 2 and 3. Like, I mean, that's also I had those even further underneath. I don't know. Again, I thought that this was definitely a tough race.
Well, and being Cone's 20% with firsters.
Mm-hmm. Alcasio's probably riding. If I
Yep.
remember, yeah, he is. So I mean, and that horse the second pick, right? So
Yeah. I mean that and you're getting 6-1 off a 5-2 morning line there, since the 5's taking all the money. I'll go with the 3. I'll go with being Cone there. All right, let's bring up Gulfstream, and we'll be circling back to Timonium and Saratoga. All right, let's look here. I mean, this track is just, I can't imagine there aren't some puddles on the Tapeta.
yeah, I mean it's
It's
crazy. I
official.
mean
Here are
it's
the
been
prices. The
raining
winner
the
number
whole
one, Edward
time.
Nelson for
Obi.
the win, $8.10. 3 Monday morning paid $7.10 just to place. That exacta paying very well, 1-3, $66.30. Trifecta, the odd numbers there, 135, $226.50. And number 2, fourth in the super, $716.25. The rolling double, 8 into 1, paying $102.90. The $1 pick 3, 681, $301.85. Swinger 1-3, $20.50. 156.70 and 358 $8 even. The payouts on race 5.
I still have the wrong audio up there. I'm like, why are they talking about the swinger? There's no swinger bet at Gulfstream, and nobody puts any money in the swinger bet at Woodbine either.
Yeah, just not the best shot. Not the best way to take a swing.
Well, and when I think swinger, and Scott Free can comment on this too, I typically think of Hawk Harrelson, the former White Sox announcer, whose nickname was this, one of his nicknames was the Swinger. But
Hawk
that's
Harrison.
Harrelson. He was a long-time White Sox homer announcer. He was their former GM at one point. Ken Hawk Harrelson.
Scott said he liked the Hawk.
Once left the booth to check on a player after he got injured
They've reached the starting gate. It's post
instead of
time for the
broadcasting the game.
And Tony, that wouldn't surprise me with Edwin. That horse taking money. The pace numbers are all kind of wide open. I mean, the thing is, the 5's just getting crushed. I mean,
Loading quickly. Chingu goes in.
Edwin didn't have a lot of mounts today, Tony. I was kind of surprised. But it makes sense. I mean, he'll be down on the rail.
All right, so my
Chingu is in.
pick 5 payouts
Law of
are
One for the
between
outside stall. Set for
$1,852
the 6th.
and $8,000.
Nice. So is the 18 lowest and everything else is 5 to 8? Or they're between 18 and 5?
No, that there's a
And they're off. Slow beginning
There's
for
a
Thunder
couple
Zeus
at
at the back. It's a
20,
good
over
beginning for
2,000,
Timeless Victory.
and then there's a
And
5, a
Titania
7, and an
Coco,
8.
these two match strides as they head for the far turn. Up into third, Uncle
Or
Aldo.
actually,
Nutty
that
Nick's
3
down
might
toward the
be,
inside is fourth. Two
no,
path for Chingu
yeah,
is
no,
about
I'm right.
5 lengths off the leader. It's a gap of 4 to slow starting Thunder Zeus, who improves past Not Now Nick. And Law of One has been outrun at the back, over a dozen lengths off the leader. They round the far turn, and it's a long shot to Titania Coco at 50-1 that zips through a 21-2 opening panel. Uncle Aldo in the 2 path, out 3 wide Chingu. Thunder Zeus from the back,
Three's
starting to
flying,
ratchet
but that's
things
a
up and
tough,
revving up 4
sustained
wide.
run.
Meanwhile, saving ground is Timeless Victory. They fan across
2's
as they
coming
spin
up
into the
the
stretch, and Uncle
rail.
Aldo
Oh,
wrestling
yeah,
command
give it
away
2.
from
Come
Titania
on, get the
Coco up the
5
rail with
2.
a rail skimming ride is Timeless Victory. Down the center,
Oh, here
Thunder
comes
Zeus
the
with an
3.
unpitched
Classy,
move.
Come on,
It's
2.
Timeless Victory. Thunder Zeus on the outside, running
Good
out of
call, Oldie.
time. Timeless Victory almost home. Timeless Victory
Good job,
wins
buddy.
it first,
Good call.
asking for Uncle Aldo second and Thunder
That
Zeus
5.
third. Naughty Nick's fourth. 57 flat.
It's just in the weather like this, Oldie, and
Yeah.
I just can't. I mean, didn't even. I mean, it was just second time out, and facing a bunch of horses like that, play against.
All right, we got Monmouth race 7 coming up here, it looks like. Let me get that up here. Hope if I'm on the right screen. I'm not. Where is it? There we go. All right, Monmouth race 7 coming up here.
Like, there's
You're
a lot of
getting a,
speed here, Oldie. Go ahead though. Like it's that I kind of struggled. I looked at this race. I mean, it's really hard to close, but there's a lot of speed for sure.
yeah, and interesting. The system likes this 2 horse over the favorite, the 4. They're both speed.
Yeah, I saw that.
But I might use somebody mid pack, maybe here like the 3 Big Oz, just based on the amount of speed here. You're right; those 3 horses and the 1 as well.
I think the 8 recently scratched. I know the 8 was in the race, but it looks like now not in the race.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to keep it going with the 3 here. Big Z Og,
No,
whatever
yeah.
it is.
Big Z OG.
Oh, gee, no, it's not a capital G.
No, I think, well, maybe you might be right. I think it's still my Big ZOG. I think that's what it is. Because it's the lowercase g like Big ZOG.
Yeah.
But the 5 also, I mean, both of those horses are going to be closing.
All right, here we go. To Monmouth. Just see what I had here, what else I can come up with at Monmouth.
I see this as, I mean, maybe even, you could even get a 3-5 exacta. Maybe even over the 2. I'm trying to beat the 4, Oldie.
Yeah,
2 wins. The 2 wins the race in, which is crazy.
I was just about to bring the 2 up there as an option.
I mean, but maybe it's
The
a
result
2
is
over the
official, and returning back
3-5
to the winner's circle is
exacta, and the
number
4
2, Timeless Victory.
doesn't hit
Leon
the board.
Ellman,
Maybe.
Glassman Racing LLC, and Lori Plisa, trained by Eddie Plisa.
There we go. That's better.
EIBet.com.
Oh, wrong track. There we go. Yeah, I mean, the 2's 9-2. I mean, I could see this. I mean, it's 9-2. It's top win, top E pick. top SOR, that's going to win 40% of the time. You're telling me I'm getting 9-2 on a horse whose profile wins 90% of the time, or 50. I'm not 90, 40% of the time.
90?
90 would be good, but 40 is what I meant. I mean, that's something you got to take there, I think. Even if you think the 4 is going to
And
win,
the runners
just
have
based
reached
off
the
the
starting
price.
gate. It's Posta.
You're saying the
race
4 fits
for
that profile.
7.
No, the 2.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm with you. Because then it's tough to close, so.
Runners facing
So yeah,
up
like
the
a
gate.
2-3.
Vamos Viejo has gone in. Make it to Cheyenne coming up. Gold Trust, 06. Big ZOG. Uncle Dar, post position 7. Too bad.
Little League days, Rob. That's
Speed
hilarious.
figures.
Did you see this, Justin?
Oh, really?
At a party.
In his Little League
The
days.
outside post.
Right? I love it.
At a party goes in.
I remember the
Ready to
Little
go.
League days. Still.
Yeah. I still remember I remember the losses more than the wins, though.
And Laroff at a party on the far outside, bounced into the bridle right
She
away.
didn't
Speed
really
figures
break.
asks for speed, grabs the lead early from Gold Trust, who picks up the running in the second position. Big ZOG off of them, make it to Cheyenne, trying to move forward on the inside, but has to steady pretty hard there. Make it to Cheyenne, went in tight and drops back to 4th early. Cloudy is next with At a Party, who broke alertly, has been taken back today. Uncle Dar's second to last. Vamos Viejo at the back. As they approach the far turn run, the others have handed this favorite Speed Figures an extremely easy time of it on the lead. They might have paid for this late here because Speed Figures is cruising. Gold Trust into the second position, trying to catch this front runner. Speed Figures still on top in complete control, coming off the turn. Gold Trust all in the second position. Cloudy third as they come off the corner. Speed Figures has to go. Gold Trust is gaining ground on the outside, making it a good race here. Speed Figures, he needs to find more badly because Gold Trust is alongside passing. Gold Trust to the front. Gold Trust to win.
It's always a bummer
Speed
when
Figures, absolutely
Yeah.
no
that
excuse,
happens,
second best.
Oldie.
Uncle Dar
Horse
was third,
doesn't
Vamos
break.
Viejo fourth.
All right, we got the personal ensign coming like fast here. Got Torpedo Anna at 3-5. Your guy Raging Sea here, Justin, is 6-1.
I saw that, Oldie. It's pretty crazy.
And they're in the gate, so if you can get the sound up here.
Goes in.
Darth Vader, 12-1.
They're in the gate. Bernie takes charge, very fractious. And they're off in the personal ensign. And Leslie's Rose broke very well. Bernie's takes charge, is being hustled pretty hard too. And there's a real scramble for early supremacy as Randomized comes through on the inside to take the lead from Bernie Takes Charge. Those two are dueling. Torpedo Anna came away in good order and is perfectly spotted 2 lengths off this battle. Then comes Leslie's Rose along the inside 4th. Darth Vader is next. It is a big gap to Dazzling Move and stretch running Raging Sea. 23-1 for
Raging Sea
Randomized.
always tries to give you a heart
Pressed
attack
by
with
Bernie Takes Charge. And
early
Leslie's
part of
Rose
the
is
race.
very close, as is
Mhm.
Torpedo Anna in the clear on the outside. 3 of them now across the track as Leslie's Rose backs off. Darth Vader is 5th. This quintet is covered by less than 3 lengths through a half that went in 47 seconds flat. Still a huge gap to Dazzling Move and Raging Sea. Past the half-mile pole, and Torpedo Anna attacks Randomized, and she is up to take the lead and quickly puts a length on Randomized too. The reigning horse of the year opens up as Darth Vader takes second. Randomized back to third. Leslie's Rose guided off the rail. Dazzling Move is underway. She's within 6 lengths of Torpedo Anna, who ran 6 furlongs in 1:11:1. Torpedo Anna turns for home with Darth Vader in hot pursuit, a length back second. These two pass the 8 pole together. Brian Hernandez Jr. riding for his life on Torpedo Anna, trying to fend off this huge bid from Darth Vader. It's Torpedo Anna. Darth Vader's coming at her. Torpedo Anna. Darth Vader. Here's the live photo finish.
Okay, I think Torpedo Anna got the bob.
Yeah.
Together in the personal Ensign.
Darth Vader was actually ahead, but I think Torpedo Anna got the bob. What do you guys think?
No, yeah, I think she won.
A photo finish.
Yeah, I'm watching the replay right now. It's the long shot versus the first pick there.
Wow, so close.
I think I still stay. Yep.
Yep.
Number 7.
That would have been huge, though. I had
Torpedo
Darth Vader there in the pick
for
5.
Darth Vader finished second. 6, Leslie's Rose was third, and 3, Raging Sea was fourth.
All right, we now have in 10 minutes to Timonium or 12 minutes to Woodbine. We're obviously going to Woodbine for the end of my pick 5 there, but we got a break here because it goes Delaware, who's about to go off now, and then there's a break to Colonial, Timonium, and Woodbine.
So what do you have here, Oldie? You should show the will pace.
All right, here's the will pays. I have 1, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Nice. So you want the 1 or the 4, but you really just whoever wins from those.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, the will pays are good enough on a 20-cent ticket that I'll take whatever comes my way here.
Yeah, 20 center.
Yeah. Though, I will cover the 2, 7, and 8 here, obviously, with something in terms of a win bet. My 1 here, though, is getting hammered. Super Desert. It's at 7-2, third choice.
Isn't that the highest will pay?
Yeah.
That'd be amazing.
My note was live long shot could blow up board. Cassie Horse ships in from Gulfstream. It has speed and should enjoy the stretch out back to 7 furlongs because they opened routing and then went 5.5 and now is going back to 7. It does have some nice works, and Cassie often has them ready to roll there. So that was my thinking that it's starting to float up a little bit. I bet it ends more towards the E morning line there, but the 6. Should go off as the favorite, I would think, based on the will pays, but has been caught in the stretch multiple times, the last 2 times here, after getting the lead. So I had some trepidation with that horse here.
I mean, burn money the last 2.
Yep.
It's amazing that, well, I guess the 3 the favorite, I was gonna say, but the 1 just taking so much money, that's good for you.
For sure. So that tells me that I'm not the only one who thought that horse could be live here. But I think I'm just going to cover 50 to win on the 2, 7, and 8.
Yeah, we don't even have to. But yeah, because that'll give you, 750, 1,600, right?
Yeah, for
Whatever,
an
however
investment
you could
that's
probably Dutch it a little bit to, I would guess or whatever, but I don't. They're all the two's the only one that probably go off as a shorter price. The 7 and 8 with the E morning line oldie,
yeah.
you could probably play a little bit more on the 2, right, to even it out, because that horse probably going to go off at 10 to 1, where the 7 and 8 probably going to be more like 20, 25 to 1.
I mean, I could go 40, 40, 40, 40, 70 there.
Yeah, 70 would be 910 on the 2 currently, and then 900, and yeah, that probably, you should watch the odds, but that you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That probably, that give you better paydays than just the even 50.
So let's do it that way. And just the way that you have to do it on here too, it's easier to do it as the 40 and then do a separate 30 than it is to do.
Like type it in, yeah.
You have to type in each individual one otherwise if I was doing it the other way. All right, we're covered. Either way, it's a profit. No matter what happens here, it's a decent profit. So that's the best way to do it. And if the 2, 7, or 8 doesn't win, then the profit's obviously better, but I didn't eat up a ton of the profit either. So that's my thinking here. I wouldn't play the pick 6 here just because it doesn't look like there's any money in it, but we can take a look at a late pick 5 to starting the next race there. And, this is actually, I'll show you this right now, Justin. This was one of the E long shots I was talking about.
The 6
Take a look at the 6 family in the next. I mean, that might be a double if you could figure out a double to this horse. It's Safi shipping, that this horse had been at Turfway, nearly won an 80 at Turfway going 6 furlongs. And then kind of laid an egg last time out, but has a significant pace advantage here. It's just a matter, does the horse get the distance? And it's 12 to 1 on the morning line, 5 to 2 on the E morning line.
That's crazy. To your point, the question mark is like, does it want to go 2 churns?
Yep.
The dirt and turf numbers show that maybe, but the Tapeta number or the synthetic make it look like that it's, but it's, yeah, wow. What's the I'm curious, I'm wondering what's the probables. Who's the favorite? The 3? 2 to 1?
Yeah, the 3 is the favorite at 2 to 1. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the third. It's the third selection in the doubles. The 3 and the 5 are the favorites. I mean, it kind of varies, depends on what horse you're looking at. Currently with a 3, yes, but
yeah. But
the 3
that was
and the
one
5 definitely look like the favorites there versus that horse.
And the 3 I get. The 5 I'm not sure about. The 5, look at the GSR drop on the 5.
Yeah, I couldn't bet that horse. I mean, it drops 33 points.
Yeah.
I
mean, working well on synthetic, but
the 7 seemed more interesting than the 5.
Yeah, I agree.
Wow.
That's where I would have gone.
That 6 horse is probably going to take him a long way. Meaning that's looks to get like a 2-length pace advantage.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost 20 points, the pace advantage there.
Josie's been sharp, Sylvain.
And here, the
Well, she doesn't have anybody in this race. Oh, the 5, the long shot, Ludicrous, in race 6.
Ludicrous getting bat too. I had that one listed as dangerous too because Carroll is 30% with second-time starters in 54 races in the last 365 days. Or I'm sorry, trailing 2 years now. We're using there. So, you know, that could be a that's still a nice payday. Yeah, I believe that one was still over $2,000 there. Yeah, almost $3,000. Let's take a look at them on the track, maybe.
That's pretty good sequence, actually, Oldie.
Yeah, I'm telling
Well, you
you.
have to flip the video over. Oh, race 7, Josie? I didn't think she had a horse in race 7.
2 minutes.
The race 8, I want to say that there was a horse I
Oh,
really
she
liked.
has the 5. I see what you're saying. She has the 5 horse. But that horse is just such a. I mean, I don't know, Sylvain, that horse is going to want a synthetic track. But
Yeah.
maybe he's surprised. He'd probably get a good price.
Seven's currently at its E. I mean, the one's currently at its E morning line. It did creep up like we thought there.
Oh, yeah. That took a lot of early money. Well, that's good.
Yeah. Let's see. Would have really have liked to gotten Darth Vader home there. I know there's a lot of Torpedo Anna fans though, so
I played her in a Breeders' Cup future bet like 6 months ago, Oldie, so I keep rooting for her because if she keeps winning, maybe they'll send her there. You love the 3 daily double with. I mean, the 6 is probably the value, Sylvain. But
They're going behind the start.
I don't
but it
know.
may have
That,
gone down
Two
since we
furlongs
last
from the
looked
chute. The
too.
favoured runners at the moment are 3, seeking title ready, and 6, Zarabella at 5-2 apiece, 4-1 for 5,
not,
Ludicrous,
I guess it's a
4,
12 to
Mikel at
1.
5-1. Super
Five's
Dessert
11.
is 7s.
All right, Oldie. We're technically rooting
Ah,
for
3 and
1
6
and
with
4,
Zarabella
but
touching into favouritism, so they come up. Super Dessert has gone in for Patrick Husbands. Next along is Princess Jade. This race is the start of the Jackpot Power Pick 6 today. Seeking title
The
ready.
jackpot power
Sahin
pick
Sabachi
6.
going forward.
Guys, can you hit the like and the subscribe when you get a chance too, hopefully?
Nicely turned out, goes to the line. Mikel to gate 4. Late money coming in for Ludicrous, down to 3-1. Ludicrous is next for Fraser Abley. Joining the line,
Ludicrous.
Zarabella. Ice Cream Boat will be next. And goes forward for Rapoli stable. The last is Tap My Desire. The outside, Kevin Nichols. Tap My Desire. Some mares about to go. They're all in. Lock. They're off. And a perfect line. Mikkel showing speed and Seeking Title Ready is seeking that lead with on the outside Ludicrous. They've run out in front and at a good pace and coming through fast is on the inside Super Dessert. And it is Seeking Title Ready showing toe-to-day lead by a length and a half to in second. Super Dessert sharing third are Princess Jade and Ludicrous. A length and a half to Zarabella settling well. Up the inside goes Mikkel making ground as leader now relaxes just a tad. Back second last. Tap My Desire. The trailer is Ice Cream Boat. And as they go towards the half mile, they are chasing Seeking Title Ready, a length in front. In second, Princess J covering ground. Ludicrous Mikkel sneaking up on the inside behind the leader. A length behind is Zarabella joining in nicely. And then came Super Dessert. A long gap, the others. 4 lengths, Tap My Desire. And last of all, Ice Cream Boat. 3/8 to run. Seeking Title Ready in front for Sahin Savachi. Taken on again. Ludicrous second. A length away, Mikkel. And then Princess Jade and Zarabella 3 wide. And as they come for home, Seeking Title Ready in front, joined by Ludicrous. Looking dangerous, Mikkel on the outside, Zarabella, and taking over is Ludicrous, and Princess Jade kicking on, and Tap My Desire heads the others. Ludicrous in front, and now coming on the inside, Mikkel, the outer, Zarabella, and Tap My
It's gonna
Desire
win this
finishing
race.
really well over the top of them, all out wide. Mikkel's gone to the front. Tap My Desire coming right down the extreme outside. Mikkel in front. Tap My Desire's the danger. Mikkel has won it from Tap My Desire, Zarabella, Princess Jade, and then came Ludicrous. Something went amiss there with Seeking Title Ready to run last.
You know how many times I've had a horse come over the top like that and beat me, though? I think that paid pretty well, guys.
Well done, Oldie. Good job.
All right, there we go.
The winner is number
There's my
4,
official
Mikkel.
boom.
Second is 8.
That
Tap
was
My Desire.
that was your
Third,
second biggest one,
Zarabella.
right, Oldie?
Fourth,
Right, yeah, I
Princess
think that
Jade.
was the.
4862, the first quarter.
Oh, I'm gonna
22 and 2, a half
switch
a
us
mile,
over there
44
and look
4.
again.
3 quarters, 1 9 and 3, and the time.
Oh, that was amazing, brother. That's so cool.
And
54-74. Comic John just told us. Nicely done, Oldie.
The 8 gave me a little of a heart attack there, but still would have paid nicely. Just
1,200.
not that well, yeah.
You would have still got 1,200. That would have been just fine. But you got 54. That's almost 55. Good job, man.
Yeah,
I
so
love that.
with Illinois taxes, it's more like 54.50 probably. On the payout, I'm not kidding either.
Wait, because how much will it be?
I bet it's more like 54.50
Oh,
when it's all said and done. Where we got Scotty in the house.
oh,
In the house.
welcome.
What's up, guys?
Welcome,
Did you
Scotty.
see Oldie just hit the pick 5 at Woodbine?
I didn't. I saw the 4-horse win, but so you hit the pick 5.
For 54.50.
Oh wow, that's a nice hit. Nice going. I thought that 8 was going to get there.
So did I.
He luckily
Yeah.
had a saver win bet on the 8, but he was really rooting for the 4. Or at least I was rooting for the 4 for him.
What's up,
Yes.
everybody? What's going on? Thank you, Art. No, I was sitting here. I'm up at my metals company in Corona, California, and I thought I saw you guys, and I'm like, I have a few minutes. We're moving a lot of new furniture that we got into this place, so it's nice. I had a little bit of time, and I thought I would come on for a few minutes if that was okay.
Number one, you don't have to ask permission. It's your show. It's your
Thanks,
system.
Doug.
But also, I did invite you as well. So I'm
You did
not.
invite me. I ain't coming on without an invite.
But we almost got Darth Vader past Torpedo Anna too in the pick 5.
I saw that.
Too.
I saw that. You know what? I had mixed emotions. I figured a lot of EE users wanted that 4-horse, but I was like, "Oh, you can't beat Torpedo Anna." That was a tough one. Oh, that would have, that would have been huge. It would have played big.
Yep, and that was really like that was the long shot there. It would have been huge.
Guys, I played in the Charlestown tournament yesterday, the $250 tournament, and I was in the lead until the second to last race. I think there was 13, 14 races last night. And and I loved the favorite, who was 3-5 when I bet it. I'm like, okay, I'm down by 200. I was in the lead the entire way. I was down by $200, $180 to be exact. And I'm like, okay, this horse is going to go gate to wire. And so I put like, I don't know, $2,200. I had $2,600, I think. I put $2,200 to win. And then I bet some trifectas. And I did a 4. I want to say this is the second to last race. I put a 4 with 7-8 with one trifecta. The 7 at 25-1 beat my 4 by a nose. And the 1 got third. Anyways, that was, well, you know what? It wasn't
that's so painful.
It was so painful. And it looks bad because I went from 2,600 to nothing. But I was like, so confident. And that would have won the tournament. And but you would have got a $6,000 Pegasus seat. So that would have been nice.
For sure. I mean,
yeah. That one was tough last night. But you know what though? And then my friend Ryan, he's like, "Hey, you must be bummed out about that. Do you regret making that bet?" I'm like, "Absolutely not. Like, I was right. What happened was, unfortunately, the 4 got in a speed duel with a couple of horses, and I really didn't think he would be in a duel. And and it happens, But that was literally a head bob. So that was too bad. But it was fun though. I had a good time last night. Hey, what else am I going to do on a Friday night?
Friday night, Anna's away, so Scotty's got to play. Is that the?
Yeah, Anna's in Florida, and so yep. Luckily for Anna, I'm not in Vegas because I had too much to do at Universal with this move. So I'm like, okay, well, she's in Florida, but she's tracking me on the phone, so.
So you just go to the office and do the show.
Yeah. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get a burner phone. And I'm going to have my phone. I'm going to leave it at the office. So what are we covering next? Gulfstream?
Gulfstream race 7. I just checked. They're still mulling around. So we got a couple minutes, it looks like, if we want to talk about this race. And does anybody think you can beat the 6-horse Mr. Beazle here?
No, anything can happen today on this these tracks, Scotty, at Gulfstream, because it's absolutely muddy. It's been raining the whole card since before it started. So I thought maybe the 3 on the front, but the 6 looked tough. I was just 3-6 too, but I didn't have like huge strong opinion here.
Let's see. I'm looking at this for the first time. Maybe I can contribute something. So Sir Ascot's going to have the lead. It looks like he needs the lead as well. And and on this track too, on the synthetic going 2 turns, Justin, as you know, horses that come from behind do very well on the synthetic. On the sprint races, of course, 5 furlongs, you need to have speed most of the time. But in a situation like this, give me a horse and there does look like some speed. Although the 3 is the fastest horse, there is some speed. Maybe the EquinEdge long shot is a horse that can sit a good trip and save ground on the inside. Maybe that's one to look at.
Yeah, I mean, the 2 Will of a Warrior, there's an E morning line angle there as well.
Yeah.
And, if it runs that race 2 back, I think it's got a big shot here. And Justin's got some notes on it as well here.
Oh, you do, Justin? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I just thought it was live. I mean, I knew the 6 was going to be really short. I mean, it's been facing similar company and running well. I mean, didn't run well last out, but I think this horse needs to somewhat break though. Like, I don't think can be like super far back, but I would say, Scott, I mean, I think there is a little bit of speed here, so should get some trip, but there also doesn't like to be a ton of pace. That's why I thought the 3 could be dangerous up front. So
yeah,
and this track's been playing crazy. So
Drew, I own a metals company. It's called Universal Metals in Florida.
Mr. Bryzo was
broke
in a
very
tangle
good,
with
going to
Stone
save
Cold
ground on the
Flex
inside.
break.
That was if you back the
Good
2
beginning
horse,
for
that was a
Sir
really nice
Ascot, and
break.
easier said. These 2 get acquainted early on. The Gray is a 3 wide Song So Sweet into the first turn. Will of a Warrior's down toward the inside, covered up only 3 lengths off the leader. Mr. Brizel, who had that tough beginning, he's out in the clear now in the 3-path and 3.5 lengths off the leader, and Stone Cold Flex is at the back. There doesn't appear to be much pace on as Song So Sweet goes up 3 wide to challenge. Easier set in the 2-path, and Sir Ascot holds down the rail.
Even though there's
They're
not a lot of
across as
pace,
they
guys,
step
to
onto
be on the inside
backstretch.
of this and you're getting
Mr.
pressed.
Brizel races only
it's
2
still,
lengths off the leader.
I'm not
He's
going
up
to say
to
it acts
4th.
like
He
when they're
improves
going
outside
really,
of Will
really
of a
fast,
Warrior,
but it still
and 2 back to the trailer. Stone
resembles
Cold
that a little
Flex.
bit. And the horse still
The
feels
opening
that
quarter,
pressure.
24 and
Most
2.
of the time being on the
Song
rail.
So Sweet in the 3-path. Has a nose in
Or
front.
you can
Sir
look at it,
Ascot's down at the
some
inside.
horses handle
Easier
it,
set
and the
continues
horse
to
is
race
just
between
cruising,
them. It's a
and is
4
going to have
wide.
a lot
Mr.
more.
Brizel, the race favorite, parked out deep on the
I
course
still
as
would-
they have 4 furlongs to run.
The two is good
Will
enough.
of a
I like
Warrior
the
is down
position
toward
the
the
two's in
inside,
right
and
now.
Stone Cold Flex is trailed
I
throughout,
would
but
say on
only
the
4
inside
lengths
right
off the
behind the
leader.
three,
As
too,
the
although the
pace
6
picks
is
up,
making
they
a
swing
move.
into the far
1-2
turn. The half,
favorite, the 6 and
47 and 4. Mr. Brizel on the march 4 wide, out deep on the course, and also improving from the back.
Dude's
of
just
the
got
field
nowhere
comes
to go,
Stone Cold
Scotty.
Flex,
No,
starting to
that's
make
a really
bid
brutal
as
trip
they
for
have
the
less
2.
than 3
And
furlongs to
seems to
go.
have
Stone
horse.
Cold
The
Flex
6
and
is done
Mr.
at 1-2.
Brizel down at the inside. Sir Ascot easier set
Two
backs
got
off. Will of a
through.
Warrior, the rail skimming ride.
No,
They turn
no,
Rome,
didn't.
and the favorites out in the center of
It's
the
'cause the
track.
3
Mr.
came out.
Brizel's has to go to work.
That's a brutal
Stone
trip
Cold
for the
Flex
2.
on the outside, and
get
battling
through.
back toward the
Anyways.
rail is Sir Ascot. Will of a Warrior's between 4 across as they come for the 8th pole. Stone Cold Flex, Mr. Brizel noses apart. Will of a Warrior down at the
that was
inside.
brutal.
Stone Cold Flex just in
How
front.
about the 7
Stone
horse?
Cold
Yeah.
Flex overturns the favorite. Mr.
7,
Brizel
6,
second.
2.
Will of a Warrior third. Sir Ascot fourth in 1:41.
Well, the disappointing effort by Mr. Brizzle, the 6 horse, and that's the 5th straight race in which the horse was the odds-on favorite and lost. You might want to put a note on that one.
Yeah. Money burner.
Yeah.
Got 0 minutes to
Thanks,
Monmouth. We
Jonathan.
got 6 minutes to
The
Saratoga.
The 2 just scratched at Monmouth. That's why they haven't gone yet.
Do we want to go to Saratoga and talk about the Allen Jerkens? Because Justin and I covered this on the weekend preview show last night, Scotty, but I'm sure everybody would love to hear your opinion here on the Allen Jerkens.
Yeah, we can go whatever you want to do. I mean, you want to stay for this Monmouth and then go over there and check it out?
Yeah.
Or,
We
oh,
can
no,
do-
that's 6 minutes from now. Yeah, let's go to the Allen Jerkens. Let's do that.
All right, I will start the race sim. I was 3-5-1 here, I believe, or 3-1-5. Those were my 3 horses. I thought Barnes had a big look here for Baffert.
What a tough race. What did you think, Justin?
I put the 7 in the. I was 7, 2, and then maybe 1, 3. Scotty, I thought when Oldie and I covered this yesterday, it was one of the toughest races on the card, if not the toughest. I land on a 7 because the price is insane. It's the top pick. You look at the race sim, so it's a tough race. But I thought the 7 might get a good trip and like in a wide open race and a great price. But I also like the 2. I thought that horse up front, but there's quite a bit of speed. I know Oldie thinks the 3 Barnes going to try to sit the trip, but I thought the 2 also might be dangerous up front.
The 3 horse seems to need the lead. I've been following Barnes for a while, and it really does seem to need the lead. And there's so much speed in here. What about Chancellor McPatrick in here? I really like this horse at 7 furlongs. And even though this shows as an 82 SOR group, I'm looking at this group and it doesn't look like an 82 group to me. It just doesn't. I don't think this is as tough as that SOR is suggesting. And there seems to be a lot of speed, horses that need to be near the lead. And it kind of sets it up for the 4 horse a little bit, maybe in the money. But you don't see many races where all 8 horses are within a length and a quarter of the winner. So, I mean, that is just wild, that finish that we're seeing there on the race simulator.
Well, and Chancer was, according to the notes that Dan sent us, from the workouts, Chancer's working with Sierra Leone too, and working well with Sierra Leone and company. So it would not surprise me if you're right there, Scotty. What the area I think everybody's discounting, and we talk about this in the chat sometimes, and I know Hot Rod's there somewhere and has heard this from us, but there's a pecking order to the Bafferts. So they're not all going to go. He doesn't do that. Somebody's going to go and the rest are going to sit. And
Yeah.
I just can't see him sending Midland Money, Matacute Road, and Barnes. If Barnes needs the lead, Barnes being the 2 point whatever $1 million purchase for one of his most important owners is going to get the lead.
I just don't think for a second the 2-horse needs the lead, and it's drawn on the inside. They're sending this too. I don't know what Barnes is going to do. That's why I don't really like Barnes, because if the horse is not fast enough. But I highly doubt that they're going to play games like that. They need the 2 to go. The other thing I will tell you is I've always thought that Chancer McPatrick was a late running sprinter, and the fact that he won going 9 furlongs last time out. I know it was a non-graded stakes race, but I thought that was a pretty impressive race, and Irad jumps back on. So you might want to give that horse another shot, another look right back.
I'm going Barnes. You're going Chancer. Maybe consider a Barnes Chancer exacta here then, because lots of times it comes in where Justin and I pick something, and it comes in those 2 horses, and we're kicking ourselves for not playing the exacta.
And what do you guys think of this verifier? It's 5-2 right now, but 7-5 on the EE morning line. It was a little surprising to see that 7-5, considering like this field. Like, that's for the system to think that horse is going to go off at 7-5 is pretty impressive. And the horse looks like it can rate. It looks like a very nice horse, and it's done everything asked of it. Like you break your maiden by 6 1/4 lengths, then you come up against an optional claiming allowance of going from a 50 SOR to a 68 SOR and win by 6.5 lengths. And then you jump into a non-graded stakes race and jump up 8 points in SOR and you win. And by the way, that at this distance, the GSR went up to 82. So, Verifier looks very good as well. And Flavian Pratt's been aboard all 3 races. Looks like this horse has a nice future. The Dam really wasn't all that much, won 150 grand, but this one, Verifier, looks really, really nice.
Yeah, Verifier was one of the horses that caught my eye, and clearly caught David's eye too, if you look at his notes here. And beat Smoke Wick in the 6 last time out as well. Here, and Patch Adams won a grade 1 last time out, the 1 horse here.
Yeah, and does draw the rail, which is not an easy place to be, but did it easily at this distance.
Yeah.
So, and did it here at Saratoga. That was a muddy track, but this horse went from an allowance win to that grade 1 win. That was pretty impressive.
But if you look at that horse, it is the question mark for me, and I have a note on it, Scotty, is that its last 2 wins have come in the slop, and really, other than its maiden breaking race, it hasn't run well on a dry track.
Yeah, no, you're right. Those last 2 wins were on a sloppy track.
Yeah, I mean, you'll see I have 2-0 on wet tracks there. I also have a note from the Oak Lawn race when I was covering Oak Lawn that the horse didn't fire and there was no visible excuse that day. Maybe the horse is just a sprinter. Maybe that's the answer. No, maybe it just doesn't want 2 turns.
That actually would make sense. Actually, that would make a lot of sense. You're right. Those 2 races were 8.5 furlongs and against some pretty tough competition, and that it's probably a high likelihood that's what it is. The GSR Plus grid says the horse can go longer, so I don't know, but that could be what it is.
The 1 horse current favorite.
Yeah, I mean, look at the odds. I mean, the highest horse is the 7 as far as odds goes, and look at the race simulator says the horse is going to be right on the wire.
And can I just encourage everybody to hit the like and the subscribe button while while we're waiting for the personal ensign here? I'm sorry, the Allen Jerkens. I'm getting out of order here. Appreciate it. Sorry for interrupting there, but wanted to get that in, sneak that in there.
The at Monmouth Park, the 5 horse won, the big favorite, who was 43% to win, I think. Oh no, went up. I think there was a late scratch, so Sturdy went off at 2-5, so it came in 5-8-1. in race number 8 at Monmouth Park.
Should just be another minute here.
So race number 10, they're almost at the gate at Saratoga.
Justin, do you have the sound for that?
Yeah, very good. I already got
What's
it.
up, Tyrese? It's good to see you too, brother. It's been too long. How have you been?
First time for the 41st running of the H. Allen Jerkens Memorial.
Right, who'd you put on top, Scotty?
I don't like Barnes, and I'm sure that horse. I know that Oldie does, and I completely respect Oldie, but there is so much speed in here. I just don't see Barnes getting the lead, so I can't go there. Verifier seems to be doing all the right things, but this field did come up tough. I don't really like the 6 horse. Again, though, when you look at the finish,
Loading
every
in the gate
horse
for
is
the Allen
right
Jerkens
there.
Memorial.
The only horse, and if you look at the race simulator that has a blue arrow, is Chancer McPatrick, the 4.
Here's Chancer McPatrick.
I'm going to take a chance with the 4.
Maddocket Road completes the line.
You're going to take a chancer with
I'm
McPatrick.
going to take a
Maddocket
chance
Road walking in.
with Chancer McPatrick. Good luck, everybody. They're in the gate.
And they're off in the H. Allen Jerkens Memorial. And Captain Cook broke very alertly, but here comes Midland Money, and Midland Money flashes that speed to take the lead. Barnes is up close in between horses, and Patch Adams is down at the rail. Smokin' Wicked is 4 lengths off the pace. Verifier is 5 behind. He is joined on the extreme outside by Maddocket Road, and stretch running Chancer McPatrick trails 22-1 for the opening quarter mile. And Midland Money shows the way, prompted by Captain Cook, who's just a half length back as they pass the half-mile pole. Smokin' Wicked takes third. Down on the inside, Patch Adams. Maddocket Road is widest of all. He is 4th now, 4 lengths
Come
off
on,
the lead.
stop the race.
Barnes is racing in between horses. Verifier has dropped back to last. He was just passed by Chancer McPatrick, 44-2, as Captain Cook now puts his head in front at the top of the stretch. Midland Money is fighting back. Patch Adams coming through along the inside. Barnes is coming alive, 1 from the outside, and Maddox.
Come on, Cook!
Furlong left.
Come on, Cook!
Patch Adams.
Get up, Cook!
Patch
Come
Adams,
on!
And Barnes on the outside.
Get up! No!
Gradually getting
Ah!
Cook, they're head in head, coming for the wire. Here it is.
Oh!
Defeating
It's 2 in a row,
my
Justin.
God.
Barnes finished third.
Mm.
Wow, that was Patch Adams I didn't realize that was EquinEdge's top pick.
Yeah.
Wow. Patch Adams got that by the head bob. Wow.
Photo finish.
2 heartbreaking long shot losses in a row, Justin. 1 for you, 1 for me there.
Oh, God. Wow.
Yeah. All right. We have.
That is brutal, Justin. That is brutal.
We have
20-1.
20-1. And the system was it. Captain Cook was the top pick for the system at 20-1.
There's a lot of EE users right now that are throwing up.
Just imagine what that would have done for the first pick's ROI.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Barnes ran a hell of a race. Chancer McPatrick
Number 1, Patch
had
Adams
everything
was
go
first.
its way.
7, Captain Cook.
A lot of pace, just was not good enough.
All right. We have either 5 minutes to Timonium here, which we can show, or 11 minutes to Woodbine.
Have we ever covered a Timonium race?
Well, we covered one earlier, or showed one earlier. It's an interesting fair, for sure. You can see the porta potties in the infield when they run, but it's not the worst course. I mean, It's not like it's not like it's the Cowtown Palace County Fair or something like that. No offense if you're from like the Cowtown, but
Well, there is I mean, we have a horse that's 58% to win. It draws outside. It looks like it's capable of rating. It's dropping in class. It looks pretty. It looks pretty tough to me. And right now it's 9-5. Yeah, might as well. Why not? Since we can show it, why not?
all right. So just to be oppo you here, I will go with the 4 here against the 6 at 9-2. Second time starter. Also dropping in class out of Laurel. Wasn't really bet first time out. Trainer struggles a little bit off the layoff, 10% with second time starters, but did run pretty well and was in position in the stretch with a chance in that initial race. So maybe that horse might not even need to move forward that much is my thought here, and you're getting 9-2, which I think is a square price.
Justin, are you still reeling from that long shot?
Yeah, that sucked. I thought that horse was gonna get there, and then just at the end, like you could see the Patch Adams was coming.
Yeah. And on the rail, they got Patch Adams going really good right now. God, that's such a drag.
Mm-hmm.
And Cox had been so cold at Saratoga. He was something like 5 for 50. No, it was maybe less than that. It was something for 50, like 2 for 50 on the dirt.
Yeah, that suck. That was had that horse keyed in a lot of places. I'd probably just go with the 3 at Timonium with the firster. I don't know. I don't necessarily love those.
Yeah, the one thing I just want to make note of, and the EquinEdge users know how good it is, but the EquinEdge long shot, and there was a couple of winners today that were EquinEdge long shot first time starters. So the 3 is a first time starter, and it's incredible. It continues to just kill it. This particular algorithm with the EquinEdge long shot is so good with first time starters. So maybe one to consider. I think the EquinEdge picks have probably got it right, but even the race simulator has the 3 horse running a good race too.
Yeah, I'm just looking at these other firsters, just looking at their percentage, and they don't look like much. I really do think you're right. It's those 3 horses. Maybe you can beat the 6 here. I think it's worth a shot.
Yeah. That was a really tough field, and the horse drew the rail last time out over at Delaware Park, the 6 horse Doc's Miracle. And you have to consider that this horse needs to be more forwardly placed. And so now goes from the inside to the outside, and that's going to make a really big difference. And I think the horse is a decent breaker and also gets the bug, 113 pounds here, so gets a little bit of a weight break. But I agree, Oldie. I like the 4 as well. This horse can improve second time out, and so for Corrales. But I'm curious to see how this 3 horse Kitty Up's going to run.
Capuano does do very well with first time starters. He's 17% there. So you got the pick 6 going, so you love it. All right, go Jay Scott. All right,
let's Hugo. What does Hugo want? He wants us to do race 10.
Race 10 at Saratoga, but we have race before that. We do have race.
No, race 10's over.
Does he want the results? It would.
Maybe he wants the results. Let's see here.
I can pull that up instead of bringing Timonium up a couple seconds early here. Here we'll go. We'll go to Saratoga.
Yeah, Hugo the 1, Patch Adams.
It's the 1
got up on the rail.
1734 is your results there, Hugo. Uno. All right, let's go back to, let's pull Timonium up here. And then we can put together a pick 5 for Woodbine. Got some interesting long shots in that late sequence. I already showed one to Justin there. Timonium, which I believe is the
Oh yeah,
Maryland.
Art had the 7 as well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. All right, that was a tough one. I don't know. It's been like that lately, though. I
You have
think
to have racing luck. Like last night, Justin, in that tournament, the Charlestown tournament, like literally lost my trifecta and all my win bets by a head bob. And
ever since that Delmar DQ occurred, what was that, like 3 weeks ago or whatever? I've been on the opposite side of photos, so I guess someday it will turn the other way, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it will
Oh.
for sure. Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know
Justin,
why, guys.
our long shot scratched, by the way.
I'm sorry, what?
Woodbine?
Yeah.
Oh, bummer.
I don't know why the 2-horse at Timonium is getting so much action. It's a first-time starter. Low win percentage connections. In fact, the trainers never even used the jockey, who's 8%. I don't know. Weird.
Small
I
pool. mean, maybe connections, but I don't know. Yeah, I'm with you.
Right?
2 minutes.
Let's see.
Oh, the 3 was the most interesting horse to me. I didn't trust that 6 horse, but take the other. The 3 is Philip Cupiano versus Gary, and that must be his brother or dad.
So the jockey trainer combination on the 6 horse is 43%. So they won 3 of 7 races. And this horse is now 7-5. I mean, this really does look like a 3-horse race. I think the picks have it. It's just a matter if you go into the probables, Oldie, and see what they're all paying. Like 6 over 4 is $5. The 3 is really getting no love, actually. If you look in the pools, the horse is only 6-1, but really not getting any love in the probables.
The horses approaching the gate.
Let's see here. Yeah, I mean, in the pick 5 payouts at Timonium, same thing with the pick 4, same thing with the pick 3 and daily double. Everything is to the 6 horse. Yeah, everything is to the 6. But you might be able to get a decent exacta, like 6-3 as an example is $12. And then you know what you could do? You could do a 6-3, make that your main bet, and then you could do a saver 6-4, or maybe even an exacta box 6-4. So then you hope it comes in 6-3 to make your money, and if not, you can make a couple of bucks or break even as they get to the gate there in Maryland. That's right there is where they have the sales, the sales over at Timonium, and the June sales, when they have the near the Preakness.
There's like a fair right now. I mean, it's everybody out there living the best life.
Yeah, it does seem like a great life there.
And you want to watch that 3-horse carefully as well, to see if it's calm. It really the 3-horse looks, neck is bent very nicely, looks very good, 6-1. The thing you have to worry about sometimes with the first-time starters is how they break.
Mm-hmm.
They're opening the gate for the 2. There goes the 3-horse. Went in very nicely.
Sweet Judy G. Kitty up.
There's a better chance that that horse is going to break good the way it
Tip
walked in the
money.
gate. But 7-5 favorites, the 6 horse
Pinky
and
Swear.
the 4 horse at 2-1. And here's
Doc's
the 10th
Miracle,
and last from
7-5.
Timonium.
And they're off. Kitty up broke just a bit inward there at the start and shuffle the last is B2 Sweet. There goes Tip Manny. A narrow lead early. Tip Manny just in front from Kitty up down to the inside. Doc's Miracle has early speed as well. Does the favorite as they push on bias. And so on the inside, Kitty up
Really?
is settled back into third position as they round that turn. The leaders at Tip Manny. Outside Doc's Miracle. Kitty up 3 lengths off them and chasing that pair for third position. Pinky Swear is in fourth, another 6 back, and it's Judy G. And B2 Sweet last has to make up some 15 lengths. But the pace is sharp. 20
Setting up
the
for the
opening quarter
3.
mile,
Come on.
charging down the backstretch as they move for the far turn. The outside Doc's Miracle. Doc's
3 is
Miracle
good
now
enough.
getting away a bit from Tip Manny, ridden along from the second
6
spot, another
pulling
6
away.
back. Kitty up is third and Pinky Swear. The others have way too much to do. Half in 47 and 2/5 of a second. And so past the funnel cake stand they roll and they turn for
No, you're
home.
not catching.
Doc's Miracle, a 5-length advantage, disposing of Tip Manny in second as they swing into
That
the
was
stretch. Pinky
classic.
Swear comes off the inside.
Yeah,
The
the 5's
going
gonna
to
get second.
Exacta. No doubt about it. It's Doc's Miracle.
Stay
Clear
up
at the
4
end
for
by a
second.
half dozen lengths. Tip Manny will just hold sway for a second.
There we
Then
go.
Pinky Swear.
No,
And
6-4.
Kitty-
3 didn't run.
All right, we're off at Woodbine already because they post
Stretch
track
length and a
there.
half, Street Princess.
I ended up
Got
going
closer
3,
to
5,
Revelers
7
Row,
here.
Clearwater Beach saving ground on the inside. Maxine Magic, the center, and a couple away is Sultana. There's been absolutely no change to position. They race inside the 5/8 with Looper in front and still under a measured stride by a half to 3/4. In second, Street Princess. Looper by a length again, bobbing along in front. Revelers Row going up 3 wide. On the inside, Clearwater Beach from Maxine Magic and Last Sultana. They've gone very slowly, 50 and 2. They haven't put the running shoes on at all. Looper in front as they go towards the 3/8, and now they quicken. And Street Princess pushing the neck out. Revelers Row going up to second. On the inside, Clearwater Beach, and now Sultana is starting to run on. Maxine Magic at the back. They come to the quarter, Looper in front, and Revelers Row 3 parts away second. Sultana and Clearwater Beach are right behind, and down the stretch, Looper out in front by a length to Clearwater Beach. On the outside coming is Sultana. Sultana trying to catch Looper and is coming on gradually. Looper in front, a length to Sultana, and then Clearwater Beach, Looper and Sultana on the outside. Looper, Fraser Abley has stolen this one. Looper the winner, 3/4 Sultana.
7-2
Clearwater Beach third, Revelers
on
Row
Looper.
fourth.
That was the 30-point GSR drop horse, though.
Let's get to Monmouth Park.
That was oldie. That when they scratched the 6, that was the other pace horse in that race, right? And then
Yeah,
that's
that's what I ended up playing.
Oh, nice,
Yeah.
cool.
All right, so we're going to Monmouth, race 9. The oldie play here would be to take a shot on the lone pace of the 6 here without even looking at the GSR, which is terrible. But at 9-1, first time turf, that's a David play there too. What do
They've
you
been
guys
on
think?
turf once.
I
but
just
I
think
thought
eight's
that
a
horse
nice
probably stopped. Go ahead, Scotty. Sorry.
I was just going to say 8 sits a really nice trip if it doesn't try to go with the 6 horse early, and if it does, let's just say it does try to go, then it's the 2, 3, and 4. If you look at the race simulator, and you eliminate the 8, it's clearly only 2, 3, and 4 in the race. So you have to figure out where the 8 fits. Do you throw it out? Do you key it? Because it does look like it doesn't love to rate, but it sits a nice trip if it can relax. But then if it doesn't, maybe the play is just doing a 2, 3, 4 exacta box.
Well, the other thing is it's burnt a ton of money.
Yeah, it has.
So maybe you go elsewhere. The 4 Bay Street money maybe is coming from too far back, but maybe the 2 consultant, the long shot here,
I agree.
is the spot to go.
I agree. And it's been facing much better horses than the 3. and you know, it's not really that far off on paper. And it's had a couple of layoff lines in the last 3 races too, which makes me like the 2 a little bit more than the 4. And Delgado is this is the second race off of the layoff for Delgado, who's won 3 of 8 races, so 38%, which is pretty good.
Well, as well, it puts Samuel Marin, who I believe is the leading jockey at this Monmouth meet.
Yeah. The negative is that Delgado and Marin are 0 for 8 jockey trainer combination. What about the 3 horse at 9-1? I mean, that's not a bad play.
I put the 4 on top.
Tiberius
But I actually, I mean, the 8 and 4 just seemed classier, I thought.
Bring me a check to the outside.
Friend of E, Matt Ditterman on the call here.
In the finale. And Laroff, bring me a check, ducked outwards at the start in his second to last.
8 broke slow.
JJ going to the front.
That doesn't help.
Consultant has no intention to go with him. It's going to take back in second.
Guys, please hit the like and subscribe as well while you're watching the race.
There's a gap of 3 to the favorite. Bring me a check with.
I love seeing all these people from South America
into the first turn.
on the chat. That's fantastic.
Happy to track from second.
We need like an AI bot that automatically translates.
I know, right?
B Street Money and Tiberius Mercurius, who's
I've been on my Duolingo lately, so I have been brushing up, but not enough. I need a lot more work. 2 horses sitting really nice.
With the opening quarter in 24 and 2, leads by a length and 3/4. Consultant second, Tiberius Mercurius.
And Marin's looking around. He's got the 7 to his outside. 3 horses saving ground on the inside. And even 4's got a lot of horse.
8's not getting a great trip either. He's kind of trapped.
And the 8 broke slow and now ends up on the rail behind some contenders. So, you know, maybe the 3's got some horse as well. 12-1 on the 3, which would be tremendous. 6 horses going to stop. Just a matter of how good the 8 is now.
The turn here, JJ trying to hold off Consultant. Bring me a check on the far outside. No excuses from here. He's got a clear path to run on if he's good enough. 1 furlong to go.
Come on, 3, get up. Come on, 2, stay up.
Loose down on the fence. Citizen K has the lead, but Bring Me a Check's going to lunge one last time. Citizen K
stay up.
Has the edge. Citizen K.
There we go.
Oh, there we go. Beat the big favorite.
Bring Me a Check was second. JJ faced the third, and 4th was Consultant.
All right, Justin, Gulfstream.
Gulfstream race number 8. Scotty too hottie in this race. The 7 horse Scotty at Gulfstream Park has a little bit of a look. It's always hard for me to take the odds here on the 3, but I mean I think the horse has a shot. But I narrowed in those races. I'd actually play a little pick 4. Oli, how much time do we have?
We got, well, it says 0 minutes to post, but they are nowhere near the gate yet.
So
you want to take the screen?
Yeah.
And...
No, I will. It's not. I think it's about $18. Yes. Hold on. Let me share.
There you go. I got it.
Oh yeah, there you go. A double singled. I use 4 here. 1, 3, 5, 7. The Sano horse, the 5, is a big win percent, second pick with the firster, but man, he never wins. But I don't know, maybe today the day. He's 2% with firsters, but thought the 1 even had a little bit of a look. Freaky Nikis. I mean, I was telling Oldie Scotty, like, there's no video at Gulfstream right now to watch any work, so it makes it a little bit more difficult, right? Is the only thing. I mean, the 3 taking all that money, Safi, I think makes a lot of sense, but 1 got a nice GSR, you know, they're in the slop. I mean, I don't know. I struggled a little bit in the first leg, but I thought that Cruising Man could be the speed only in the next race to try to beat, you know, there. And then I narrowed a lot here in race number 10, but wanted to single and end up on the 5, and It's Only Words, who is a reclaim for Jennifer Young. I think Carmio gets a good trip. 6 furlongs in the slop, morning line angle. They get back to 6. This horse looks like it might like a sloppy track with the wet GSR. So I was trying not to use too many, but that's how I play it. And then this last race, I mean, the 1 could win the race with the pace, but man, I don't know. Not on the Tapeta with all this rain. So I just spread in the last.
What about the 2 horse here?
You
Running
think
on
I
time.
need the 2?
Yeah, I mean the 2 horse to me, these works are sneaky. And
Okay, it's only another, I think, $6 maybe.
I
Not
would
even.
consider actually dropping the 5 Casano's 2% with first-time starters.
No, I gotta keep the 5, but I will
you have
just
to be
go
careful
all
with
but
that.
1.
You know what? One time, Oldie, I remember right when we started EquinEdge, there was I couldn't get past the statistic of a trainer being 0 for 36 with first-time starters, but the horse was 32% to win. I'd never forget it. And and I, of course, I'm on my show going, I don't care if that I'm not betting that horse for nothing, and that horse won for fun. So the system accounts for that stuff, right? So, and I'll look at stats too. Like if the win percentage wasn't that high, I probably wouldn't take this horse seriously. But you know what I see in situations like this, guys? When you have a high win percentage horse, and then you have the EquinEdge top pick be different, those horses come in first and second an awful lot. And they're also the EquinEdge top 2 picks. So I don't know what that exact is, but that does happen a lot. So 5-3 is $15 and 3-5 is $6.
Not bad.
I'll just say that I've done
overall,
very, very well playing against Antonio Sano over the years.
No doubt.
No, it's for sure, Oldie. Like, I mean, I agree with you. And like, he has not had a good meet at all. Yeah, I added it in mine too, Tony. I went from 18 or whatever to 22.50.
Two left to load. They are Candy Addiction.
Many times it's the maiden that breaks out of the gate good.
Yeah. Yes.
It really is, like, especially at these sprint distances. I love these races, though. I love playing races like this because I feel like we have a shot, and they're fun to watch to see some of the new stars that come out and how they run. But this is a tough group of horses on paper.
Well, and the Safi horse may not want the slop either. The big favorite here.
Or breaks slow and it's on the inside.
Mm-hmm.
Outrider working with the 7, Scotty Too Hottie.
Of course, that's the horse that's causing all the issues.
Makes perfect sense.
Makes perfect sense.
I love that you came on today, and then Scotty Too Hottie was also running.
Yeah, I planned that.
Everyone so far has been standing.
I've been catching some prices lately, guys, by taking horses that ran on the inside in their prior race and then drew an outside post but have tactical speed. I've been doing really well with that angle. But you have to look. You have to look for it.
And for those of you watching who are new to EquinEdge, you can scan that QR code in the corner there. And you can sign up for 3 free races a day and learn about the product as well.
Yeah.
So please, take the time. We'd love to have you come back as well. So please hit the subscribe and like.
A lot of new additions to the site. Race replays, live streaming. And Five broke very good. Ooh, look at that. Look at
Scotty Too Hottie.
Scotty Too Hottie, who broke out alert.
Come on, Scotty. Push the 3.
Wasn't away the quickest, but he's challenging for control right now. Running on time is down toward the inside. Then it's Candy Addiction, who's 3.5 lengths off.
Look at the jockey on the 2. He's taking him to the outside.
And Star Prince is outrun. So they run into the far turn. And Strategic Reserve leads by 3 parts of a length. Scotty Too Hottie is right with him second. It's 5 back to Freaky Neeks, who improves into third inside of Running on Time. Then Candy Addiction out of it is Star Prince. 3 furlongs to go,
Yeah.
and confidently handled by Edgard Zayas is this big favorite Strategic Reserve. He quickly shakes away from Scotty Too Hotty and opens up 3, and the opening quarter was quick, 21
He's
and
not
3.
opening up on
Running
people
on
here.
time is run up into
Watch
second,
this
then
two
comes
horse
Freaky
next
Neeks
time
at
out,
the
no matter
inside
what
third
happens.
with Candy
Really
Addiction.
got his legs
They
legged.
come for the top of the stretch. Strategic Reserve clear by 4 with 1 furlong to go. Up the inside, Candy Addiction, then running on time,
Wow, the
and
5
between
really
them
closed late
is
too. Look at
Freaky
that.
Neeks, but no doubt about this winner, the son of money, Strategic
Well,
Reserve, is all
we
alone
had
for
the
the final
horses.
16th of a mile, and he's going to win by 5 in the end, just showing the stick there. Second is Candy Addiction. Running on time is
3-5-6.
third. Freaky Neeks is fourth. 111 and 4.
All right, 111 and 4.
Well, listen, that's a $5 exacta.
Yeah.
And with the 2, you got the trifecta.
All right, now we have a little bit of a break. This has been, actually, no, we don't. We have 4 minutes to Saratoga, so this worked out better. We also have the first race at Delmar coming up, but we have the Grade 1 Resorts World Ballerina Stakes here. And my top choice, Scotty, scratched out of this race. I like the 1 Mystic Lake, who ran yesterday, or at Charlestown in the Charlestown Oaks.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, but we re-handicapped it, remember?
yes, we did. I'm just saying my top choice there, and I think Hope Road has a big look for Baffert here, but I like some of Bright Work here, Scotty, the 2 horse.
Yeah.
I think it has some back efforts if it can run to those back efforts for John Ortiz here at a big price. Could come in, and there's some really positive works noted here by Bluegrass Dan, who does a great job with our works.
Yeah, I mean, drawing inside here with this group of horses, and there's speed on the inside and outside of this horse. No, not on the inside, I'm sorry, but on the outside between the 4 and the 9. But the horse is 17%. I'm really surprised at that because the horse really hasn't done anything. It's probably training very nicely, well, based on Dan's workouts, and it likes to win as well. Like, maybe it gets away. It needs to get the lead. I don't think it can rate here. I just don't. I think it would need the lead.
Okay. Do you think there's enough pace here for the closers?
I do. You've got the 6. You've got 3 horses, 2, 4, and 9 that all have some speed. It's not lightning speed, but it's probably fast enough to be able to. You want to look for that horse that's going to be tactical. The one that I'm kind of picking up on right now is My Main Squeeze, the EquinEdge long shot. Will probably be sitting in 4th position early, and this one can rate, and it ran nicely, winning easily last time out in the that non-graded stakes race. It's won $860,000 this filly in 9 tries going at the 7 furlongs. So My Main Squeeze is doing very, very well right now. So I would probably give this horse a big look. And this horse I like where this horse is drawn. I think the horse is going to get a very, very nice trip.
Well, the other one that's run really well at 7 furlongs is the 5, and the 5's taking a lot of money as well. Claret Beret, I believe it is, something like that. The other Safi here.
Claret Beret.
Yeah.
That was a really nice effort in the Chicago. And then, so Safi got this horse 2 races back. And in the first race in a non-graded stakes race at Gulfstream Park, won by 19 3/4 lengths. Then comes back in a grade 2. So amazing training job by Safi. Irad Ortiz jumps aboard. And this horse does have a layoff, but it seems to be training very good. Dan has a workout, says, looks stronger than the partner, handled the drill like a pro. That all being said, we don't know who the partner is. But, if you look at the finish, it's got Scylla winning the race. But Scylla's 7-5 on the EE Morning Line, guys, the top EquinEdge pick.
Yeah.
But it's only 13% to win, and it's 7-2 right now. So it's kind of dead on the board. On paper, it's always right there, and then seems to lose some ground. I don't know, that I love Scylla.
Do you love Hope Road, though?
Well, This is another one that's right there in the stretch and then loses ground. But it has been facing some very tough horses, and it is going to get a good trip. I mean, wow, it's a really good. You're going to get some odds if you like anybody. Here's the thing: if you don't love Scylla, then Hope Road, does Hope Road need the lead for its best? I mean, it has rated before in the Torrey Pine, but that wasn't that strong of a group.
Right.
You know, it's coming off a layoff. Baffert's 29% off the layoff. I'm kind of hesitating. You can see it. Like nothing is hitting me. Justin, what do you think of this race?
Well, I'm surprised Claret Beret is 2-1. That's the horse I originally put on top, Scotty, was the 5.
Yeah.
You know, I thought maybe could improve that. Was, to your point, quite impressive by Safi, but I'm leaning a little more towards Scylla, but the horse is taking no money, which is a little bit strange. But I thought, you know, I just toss all those slop efforts for Scylla going in 6 and 7. You know, 2 back in an 86 in the better rows ran well, right? And I think there's enough speed here that, and you look, I mean, Scylla's hit the board, in 11 of 13, but it hasn't won at 7 furlongs. This is my kind of one of the concerns, where the 5 has done so well. So, but those were my top 2 picks, Scotty. That is kind of a toss up between them both.
By the way, they're going in the gate. They're in the gate actually at Delmar, 8 furlong maiden race. Baffert has that Providence, who's 3-5 right now, the 3 horse, who broke dead last actually. And so we'll see what happens there. But yeah, we might as well play. They're not in the gate yet over at Saratoga, are they?
No, I'll keep an eye on Saratoga for you.
Okay, I'll turn it up then. So the 4 horse Intrepido is 2-1 as well. This one for Jeff Mullins and Barrios is a second-time starter. It's in the lead right now.
We're not hearing it though, Scotty.
Oh, you can't hear it? I've got it as loud as I can go. Right now, the 4
they're about to go at Saratoga.
Saratoga, yeah.
Okay,
go
ahead.
for it, Justin.
Okay.
Sorry.
Alina's Forte.
There we go. No, that's Saratoga. That's okay. Let's go to Saratoga.
Here's Claret Beret.
Hope Road, the 9 horse, is 2-1 right now, guys. EquinEdge's morning line is 7-5.
My main squeeze goes in.
This horse was 90 cents on the dollar last time out. So I don't know. I'm going to stick with my main squeeze.
Hope
The
Road
8.
walking in. Taking her time. Right up to the gate is Hope Road. Hope Road on the board right now.
5 still the
2-1 favorite.
Well, Hope Road the favorite now.
This is not her usual act. Assistant starting team getting her in.
Oldie, will you flip your screen to Saratoga?
Yeah, that's a good point. And I forgot I'm alive in the pick 5 here to the 2, 5, 7, and 9.
They're off in the Resorts World Casino Ballerina, and Hope Road did bounce out very smoothly. Scylla is up close, and Scylla puts her neck in front. Claret Beret is not far behind. a half length off the top pair.
Well, the 9
And then
actually
it's
broke
Bright Work, Majestic Oops
good.
is
But Bright Work
fifth.
is right there
My
as well on
Main
the
Squeeze
inside.
gets an early nudge, 6
But
lengths off the
Scylla is
lead.
on the lead.
And Helena's Forte is at the back of the field. The opening quarter mile controlled by
My Main
Scylla
Squeeze, the
went
8
in
horse,
22
is sitting at
and
about
1/5 seconds.
6th
And
place
so
on the
it's Scylla
outside. Seems
and
to be moving
Flavien Prat
okay, but
showing the
Hope
way
Road's
into the far
moving
turn.
nicely, but Scylla is
Claret Beret on
controlling
the
everything.
inside.
And
Hope
I was
Road now
surprised to
puts
see
her
this
head
horse
into
Scylla
second
go
and is
off at
coming
7 to
after
2.
Scylla. It's another length and a half back to Majestic Oops, who is hard
And
ridden inside My Main Squeeze, then Bright Work and
backing up,
Helena's
guys.
Forte,
Yeah, it
44
looks
and
done.
2 Scylla.
Yeah.
And Hope Road
Seven's
revving up on
done.
the outside.
Guys, this is a
Hope
2-horse
Road on
race
the
all the way.
outside,
Scylla and Hope Road.
Scylla turn for home together. Majestic Oops is 5 lengths back.
Wow,
in
what a
third. They're
race.
coming to the 8th
Neck and
pole.
neck. Right
Hope
now, they're
Road
at
on
least
the
5
outside
lengths in front
is
of
up
the
to
long
take the
shot,
lead.
Majestic Hoops.
Scylla fully
But
extended,
Hope
but
Road
back to
is
second as
on
Hope
that outside
Road starts
post
to
is
pull
pulling away
and
from
Majestic
Scylla.
Hope continues her
Oh,
rally in the middle of the
Actually, Hope
racetrack.
Road is all over the
Hope
place.
Road and Jose
But
Ortiz to
Jose
win
Ortiz
the
and Hope
Yeah.
Road
Resorts
are going to win
World
by about a
Casino
length and a half over
Ballerina.
Scylla.
Convincingly over
9.73.
Scylla. Majestic Oops
Disappointing
was
effort
third,
by the 5
and
horse, your
Bright Work
favorite.
finished
And
fourth. The
the
final
8 horse
time
didn't run either, guys. My Main Squeeze didn't run whatsoever. But Hope Road, your favorite at 2 to 1. You actually got 2 to 1. Not bad.
No, not bad at all. That's another, I believe, top pick there as well.
No, no, second pick.
Second pick, but top win percentage there. So that's another good day for the picks here at Saratoga as well.
Yeah.
We have a little bit of a break now until Woodbine Race 8. I thought, so if we want to just dive in here on my thoughts here, I thought the one Huntmaster was a potential single here.
Guys, I'm gonna skedaddle out of here, but thanks for having me on. Bye, everybody in the chat. Appreciate you. Great, you guys are doing great, amazing viewership today too. So thank you very much for everybody watching. Please like the show, and I'll talk to you guys later. Okay.
Thank you for
Later,
coming on,
Scotty.
Scotty.
Okay. Bye, guys.
So Justin, I like the one horse here, Huntmaster, on the
Here
turf.
in Woodbine Race 8.
Yeah, the question for me, the only question mark for me was the extra half furlong here, because I know the horse got the mile, and the GSR does go down here, but the pace advantage is so big, it's 29 points here. And if I run the race sim, it confirms that pace advantage.
Yeah, that horse gets a fairly easy lead.
And I really wanted to like El Kabong because I just like saying El Kabong. Yeah, Rob, Mystic Lake was a huge scratch there.
Tough race. I mean,
Yeah.
I hope the one gets away, but I mean, even the horses like the 5 or 6 coming off the pace scare me a little bit. The 9, the 10, and those outside posts coming off the pace, maybe. I mean, the 10 taking a ton of money, but yeah, no, but I could see it, Oldie. I mean, has one on the lead in 64s and 66s, and to your point, now gets on the inner turf.
Yeah, and you're getting 5 to 2. It's not like you're taking 3 to 5 here.
I mean, it does really look like it could get loose. Many of these haven't been able to win at 8.5. The 4 horse though, El Kabong, like, I mean, this horse maybe is the horse that sits the trip. You know, I mean, I know the 10 and 9 maybe could run on, but they don't seem quite as good. The 9 would be the only horse because it's the long shot and it has a good SOR. But
And maybe the 2, but going back to turf here, was facing much better on the turf in the Wentworth Beckham barn. I mean, that to me is the other one that I think And at 5-1, you're getting your risk is priced in there if you're getting 5-1 there.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, the 5 Lost Ark is the other potential speed, but that that really is only shown it going long. And obviously, going from Pletcher to Cole is a big downturn. But with Huntmaster, I guess we could take a look at that June 1st race while we're waiting here. Going 8 furlongs. That's race 9, June 1st. So let me get that up here.
There's a horse named I didn't catch the name there. It was Harlan Estate. They have. I remember when I was like in my 20s, I bought a bottle of wine from there, and it was like one of the most expensive bottles probably I'd ever purchased.
That's funny.
There's a pace on the 2 in race 10 too, Oldie, which is a long shot.
Outside gate.
All right. This is the
Field is
one
now
horse
locked up.
who was the one horse
After
here
the
as
race,
well.
Starter got them out really well and shooting for the
Or it
lead.
was a 2 horse
Going
breaking out of
fast
the
is
1
also
post.
Huntmaster gliding up to second. Over near the inside, Last Dawn slips into third and deeper out, No More Options. And between runners is Bayless out from Gas Me Up. Swift Delivery second last, and last breaking alone.
So the horse closed
Racing in front,
on this
Marquardt
day
turning
and
out
wasn't
the
on
stretch
the
with
lead.
About 2
Mhm.
lengths to Huntmaster. A length away third, Last Dawn, followed by No More Options.
Why?
Gas
Oh,
Me
I'm
Up
looking at the
sharing
wrong
next
race.
berth
That
with
must be
Bayless
why.
out on the inside. Swift Delivery second last, and the trailer
the
is
9
breaking
horse.
alone.
Okay, that makes
About
more
7 or 8
sense.
lengths covers the field, and stretching them out is Marquardt. Leads by 2.5 to Huntmaster. A couple away, No More Options. The outside of Last Dawn, travelling nicely, but 3 away is Gas Me Up. Bayless out the inside. Swift Delivery second last, and breaking alone is at the back. A half mile to run, and still in front Marquardt. Tracking is Huntmaster in second. 1 away, third, Last Dawn, No More Options. A break of 3.5 to Gas Me Up brings up the next brigade from Bayless out. Still second last, Swift Delivery, and last is breaking alone. Huntmaster making inroads on the leader. Marquardt taken on by Huntmaster as they come down to the quarter, and going up to take the lead is Huntmaster. Last Dawn in third, then No More Options. Gas Me Up, but turning, and Huntmaster broke loose, and Huntmaster got away at the top of the stretch by 2 lengths to Marquardt. Now the closers are coming. Gas Me Up the rail. Bayless out and trying to get a run. There's No More Options again, and down the outside, Swift Delivery. Huntmaster in front. The Swamp's coming. Here they come. Bayless out the inside, out wide on the track. Swift Delivery and No More Options. Huntmaster's got it. Huntmaster, what a win. Bayless out of Swift Delivery for second and third. Breaking alone was there in the photo for the 4th spot, and behind them was Gas Me Up, and then came Last Dawn, and the time is going to be 1:35.96.
All right, we're on the track here as well. Again, I think that there's a little bit of value on the 2 horse, so that's the other spot that I'm probably going to cover since I'm single to the 1 here.
You played pick 5, Oldie?
Yeah.
Where else did you go narrow in any other legs?
No, this was the only leg I went narrow in.
Oh, okay.
Actually, I went narrow in the first leg. That's true. I forgot about that. And we got the best case scenario price-wise between the horses I used there.
Yeah.
So if we can escape here, then we can get some prices. And we have more from Saratoga coming up soon as well. We have Gulfstream.
Yeah, I like the Gulfstream Daily Double. Those were those back-to-back singles. I'll have to look at that.
Well, while we're waiting here, I can for them to go into the gate. We can take a quick glance at that. So you were the 2 and then the 5 and then next, is that right?
Yeah.
So that is paying, come on.
It won't be much, probably. It should be like 4 to 6 to 1, maybe 5 to 1.
5 to the 3. Is that right? 5 to the
No, 2 to the 5.
2 to the 5. This can't be right. It's saying 31 to 1.
2 to the 5 and the double.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. It is. Well, okay.
The
Works for
2-2
me.
is the is where all the money is.
The
Oh no, I'm looking at. Yeah, no, that's right.
No, yeah, you're. Why is? Oh, I see. It's on that. It's on the. So Cruisin' Man, who's the 7 Nero Tulip. I mean, they're the 2 speed horses. I think the 2 faster though. And then the money going to the 2, which is the 9 to 5 morning line favorite. Huh. Well, okay. They're about to go Woodbine race 8, oldie. Single, you got your 1 single. Good luck.
Feature today, the
Oh,
Seaway
shoot.
Stakes is the
Sorry.
stakes.
Here, you
no
have to
worries.
grab sound. Sorry.
Let me go now. Hang on. I'll get the sound on. It's probably still muted.
Malibu Mambo
There we go.
and no more options going in for Slade Jones. Next along is Cool Kiss to gate number 8 for Eswan Flores. And Last Dawn with the gate opened now to Walk Up. West Side Tide.
Good luck, Tony. I thought that was. It did have a bit of a look when Oldie and I were talking about it. 15 to 1, big price, buddy.
In the gate, locked up.
No.
Off their race. Starter got them out evenly. Humpmaster
the-
best into stride from Harlan Estate. Handy
Two
Malibu
broke
Mambo, no
out.
more options. Nearer the inside is Lost Ark. Out wider, Last Dawn going forward. And a length behind them came Cool Kiss early on. Second last, El Kabong. And West Side Tide is last. And right into the hands they go of Huntmaster, who is really looking like a show horse in the stretch run. Beautifully patient in front and not rushing in the lead here. Huntmaster by a half to Malibu Mambo. No more options going up on the outside. And handy on the rail, Harlan Estate. Up in the center, Lost Ark.
It's a
And
little quick.
Huntmaster into the backstretch to go out 2.5 clear. A little worse than mid-pack. Last Dawn is making some progress. Over on the
Easy
inside
lead,
is
though.
El Kabong. Next to last is Cool Kiss. And the trailer in this field remains West Side Tide. Humpmaster playing along with them at the moment. Earsprick traveling well. Humpmaster by 2.5 to Malibu Mambo. No more options. Harlan Estate pushing as this leader's traveled within itself. In 4th placing and going 5th placing, Lost Ark. Going forward is out wide. Cool Kiss takes off and tracked along by Last Dawn. Next to last, El Kabong and West Side Tide. Into the turn, and Humpmaster goes into the top gear now by 2 lengths to Malibu Mambo. No more options. Cool Kiss. Last Dawn started to finish on past Harlan Estate. They run down to the quarter. Everything's gone the way of the leader. Humpmaster by a length to Malibu Mambo. Last Dawn is sneaking ground near the inside. Out wider is no more options, but it's Humpmaster in front. Malibu Mambo a length and a half away second. And then came
6
no
is
more
Adam.
options. Malibu Mambo's a chance here.
We'll
Humpmaster's
see.
in trouble.
One's still
On the
there,
outside,
Oldie.
Malibu Mambo.
Come on,
Malibu
get
Mambo reaching deep on the outside. Humpmaster, Malibu Mambo as they go to the wire.
Oh, Oldie!
Oh, desperately close.
Oh.
Humpmaster
Oh,
on the inside of Malibu
X6
Mambo. And a
got it,
close
but I'm
photo
not
finish
sure.
with Last Dawn and no more options.
You might have been right, Oldie.
42.67.
Or Tony, that the one maybe went a little bit too fast, but that was close. The for sure had the one was there the whole way. I mean, it might be a
I-
heater. It could be a heater.
It's a photo to decide the winner here, and the first quarter
It's
was
like
23
impossible to
and
see,
4. The
'cause-
yeah,
half
I know.
quarter
I'm like looking like
quarters
this, turning my
111 and
head.
4, the mile 136 and the time 142.67.
Well, it's so hard there because you don't even know where the angle is.
Yeah. I think it's the 6, but we'll see. Sylvain says the 1.
See, the one's ahead there, and like, I mean, you can't even see, so it's
Yeah.
like, I mean, the one was in the lead for the longest time there. He really held on, but
And from this angle, I thought the 6 got the bob
6 the
for
winner,
sure.
Malibu Mambo.
Yep.
Second is 1, Humpmaster. Third is 7, no more options. And
the
fourth,
crowd
9,
is
Last
in
Dawn,
roar.
6 1 7 9.
I mean, you win some, you lose some. There, I'll take the early pick 5 for what it paid over that, and the 1 was probably coming down after that move right there that they just showed too.
Oh, I don't know, but doesn't matter. Yeah, close. Close.
All right, we're on to Gulfstream. So you're playing a 2. I mean, you're getting 5 to 1 on the 2, which seems insane to me.
I know, all that money going to the other speed horse with Jaramillo, the 7, but I mean, the 7 fast, but the 2 seems faster, Oldie. It seemed like
Yeah.
Ray Lou just gonna send and be gone. Yeah, cold daily double. $1.
I mean, the 8's the other one that I'm interested in, and then you're going to the 5 or the 2 here, right?
No, the 5. 2 into the 5.
Okay. I mean, I think if somebody doesn't win here, that's the 2 or 7. I think it's the 8.
Picks up the pieces.
Yeah. That's my thought.
Still 5 to 1 on the 2. I think that horse probably takes some late money, I would think.
I think you gotta play
the
with
8. The 8's definitely taking money. I mean, to your point. I mean, but then the 8's won 4 of 9 at 5 furlongs. So,
I
but
think you gotta place a win bet there though on the 2. I mean,
yeah, I played
5 to
daily
1's
double too.
crazy there for 55%.
I mean, the 2 5's 22 to 1, and the double, the 2 6 is 52 to 1. The 2 2 is the favorite at 17 to 1.
Still got a minute or 2 before they go in the gate. So we'll run the race sim. I mean, the 7 to me looks cheap. I mean, that 4 looks dangerous though. Ace Ventura is going to be the pet detective there, flying late.
12 to 1 too.
4 to 1 on the morning line.
But I mean, horse. I'm not sure. I don't think it can win. But the 7 gonna hopefully back up. Just need the 2 to go. 2 to get the lead.
Yeah. All right, we are getting close, so let's bring up Gulfstream here. Sorry, guys, about Woodbine and the 1 not being able to hang on there.
The Forego.
147 in the Forego.
Still 5 to 1, Oli.
I mean, the 8's the other one taking money. Not your 2. Two 5 is paying 22 to 1 right now.
Pretty good.
Half the field has moved in for the 9th. 3 left to load. They are Beach Colt
Taking light money. Wow, 3-1
walking
now.
up.
That seems more like it, though.
Slight
All the
favoritism
late
goes the
money,
way
probably.
of the 7. Nero Tulip moving in. And that leaves Fast Fixer to complete the lineup. Fast Fixer has gone in. They're in the gate.
Fast Fixer.
And away they go. Very level beginning. Nero Tulip, quickest to break the line, though. And there goes Nero Tulip right to the front. Cruisin' Man tries to join him along the rail. So too did Matra D. Out in the center is Fast Fixer. Mr. Binks is between rivals. So too is Beach Colt as they stack up front. And way out the back to Ace Ventura. Cruisin' Man now has the rail and has the lead. Nero Tulip pressures him on the outside. These two are heads apart for the lead with 3 furlongs to go. Mr. Binks is 3 wide, 4 wide, Fast Fixer. And down at the inside is Matra D. This top 5 just separated by 2.5 lengths. Dropping back is Beach Colt and further back to Ace Ventura. The opening quarter, 21-1. They're 4 across as they turn for home. At the inside, Cruisin' Man. Matra D looks for a seam and has it up the inside. Narrow Tulip needs to do a bit better than that as they come past
Come
the
on.
pole. And it's
Don't
Cruisin'
throw
Man
that
with the
guy
lead.
in the
Matra D
rail.
trying to get through. Down the center, Fast Fixer. Cruisin'
Come
Man
on.
and Matra D.
Get
It's
up.
these two that'll decide it.
There you
Cruisin'
go.
Man just in front. Cruisin' Man goes
Boom.
gate to wire.
What did we
Turns
get?
away Matra D.
The
It's a moto
double
for
went
third that included
to
2 to
Mr.
1
Binks
is
13
and
to
56
Oh,
flat.
that's okay. I mean, that's still what the morning line was. Wow, that was a lot of late money. Ended up being the
Yeah.
second favorite. All right, let's go. We try to get there's a good win bet though too.
Yeah.
And we double singled there in that pick 4, so we gotta get the 5 in the next. But
Yeah, and now we have Delmar, I guess, race 2 coming up here on the turf.
Delmar starting. Okay.
Yep, let's share that out. Here you go. Delmar 2. Let's run the race because we have time. And we'll keep an eye. We'll make sure Delmar doesn't run into Saratoga here. All right. Delmar 2.
Man, that one horse taking a lot of money.
I mean, it makes some sense.
No, yeah, I mean, it's a logical favorite. I'm with you, Oldie.
And really, everybody else is kind of a similar paced horse. So this is one of those things that's not like the other type. I mean, maybe the 4 can rate, maybe. And it's taking a big drop here. That might be the other place I would go. Mischief's Causeway.
And Carly, she went first time out, Oldie, and they sprinted on the turf. So now maybe that horse can sit off the speed.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
They stretch out now.
You look at that mile race at San Nita on 3-1. That horse rated a little bit there and almost won against much better than this group.
Yeah, that's a big drop.
Yeah. Second off the layoff, she's 12%, so that should be fine. Yeah, I think this horse, amongst these horses, that's the one that looks like it's good with turf and can rate a little bit. The 3 really hasn't. The 3 would be the other one, but it looks cheap to me.
The 7 seems to need the lead.
And the 2, I think. And the 2 doesn't seem to want turf either.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
This tough race.
for sure.
I mean, Spearfish, the problem is that horse is just, I mean, it hasn't been this short of a price, but it's faced similar groups, Oldie. I mean, that race last out was nearly, I mean, it was basically the same race and
Yeah.
couldn't beat that group. I mean, it was hopped and bumped, but the rail's not necessarily the best spot to be at Delmar either, Oldie.
Yeah. I'm gonna take a little what's David's term, entertainment play on the 4. And we could also, take a look at maybe a quick pick 4 here. Wants to single the 5 in race 4. Heavy favorite. Front runner. Looks like it's lone speed if I go to that race too. No, maybe not. The 1's got pace there.
The 1's fast.
Yeah, I don't think I want any part of singling in a turf sprint at Delmar either.
Wow, and that 2 horse is live. It's the second pick, but I mean, the long shot probably even has a shot too, in all honesty. Yeah. Wow. I mean, it is the top SOR, so that horse is, I mean, it's definitely, that's a big drop in for a tag, but,
The can't rate needs the lead. I mean, I would need the 1, 2, and at least the 1 and 2 added there with the 5. So let's reorg this and see what it comes up with for us. I don't like that either. I was hoping it would find a different single for us. And I definitely don't like the 7 here. So let's go 1, 4 there. Do we think this 6 gets the setup here in race 3 maybe?
J Love, did they put an inquiry up at Gulfstream? They left the 2 up, but I just saw your message.
I think
I don't know why they would have taken that 2 down. Sorry, Oli, I just saw his message, and I flipped over to Gulfstream, and they hadn't gone official, but there was no inquiry sign up when I flipped over.
It's official now.
No, yeah, I saw that, but that's where J Love. I was curious for somebody else if that was that at Gulfstream. It must have been. Wow, huh? Well, glad I survived the inquiry then. I'd say, unless, are you gonna play that pick 4, Oldie?
I'm going to use more horses here, I think, and I'm going to go 48. Ugh, if I could actually do it. Something like that. I guess is what I would do. Yeah, I mean, I think this could hit for 48 bucks, but I don't think I'll have time to get it in even if I wanted to. Because they're going in the gate right now. Do we have sound for Delmar? Let's see if I can get the sound up for it. And I'm going to guess I can't get the sound up for it in time.
I got you. Hold on.
You got it? Okay.
Yeah. My it's gonna be how many more? We have 2 more races at Saratoga.
Yeah.
Taylor racing about
And then
10
we'll
the lead as Let Seamus Go takes charge early. Leads it by a length and a half. Three Georges tracks in second. Break of another 2. Then comes Mischief's
Wow,
Causeway
Rob,
third,
that's
moving into
huge.
that turn. The Keys Unity a bit
28,000.
wide in fourth. It's One More Story rides the rail. It's 2.5 back to the 2 trailers Volatile Storm and Spearfish. 22.68 was the opening quarter mile, and Spearfish is 12 lengths off of this front runner. Let Seamus Go and Jose Valdivia opening up 5 lengths on the field up the backstretch. 3 Georges is the closest pursuer, second by 3. And then it's One More Story, Mischief's Causeway, the Keys Unity behind them, a tucked-in Volatile Storm. Spearfish is still at the back of the pack. 46.39 was the half mile for isolated Let Seamus Go, who has a 4.5 length lead, racing for the far turn. 3 Georges continues to run along in second. One More Story is third to the inside. The Key is Unity 3 wide. Between those two, Mischief's Causeway. Spearfish has to go 4 wide and is still 8 lengths behind. And then Volatile Storm on the inside. It's been Let Seamus Go the whole way so far. That lead is still 4. And Spearfish has kicked it in. It's moving up on the outside into second, but still a long way to come and get Let Seamus Go. It's a 4-length lead
we're
coming.
not going to get there.
Spearfish closing in, running out of time, but it's going to get close. Let Seamus Go. Spearfish coming. Let Seamus Go, and Spearfish
Oh,
on the wire. They got
Spearfish got there.
Storm and One More Story.
what'd you use there?
I was 1-2-4-7
Oh, okay.
in that pick 4 I put up that I didn't get a chance to put in anyways. But Saratoga were 0 minutes to post for the Forego. Most Wanted and Bishop's Bay are not taking any money. The 2 horses we both liked.
Yeah, I thought this. I mean, you look at this. I mean, Bookham Dano is getting crushed. I mean, 4 to 5.
Seems like a double opportunity into sovereignty here.
Yeah, what are you getting there?
That's what I'm pulling up now. I haven't looked yet. I was speaking out of turn, but all right. So the 1, 2, and sovereignty is the
4.
4. So you're getting 10 and 13 to 1. Not much better than the win prices.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, you're. Siska Sovereignty is such a lock.
So if you did go to magnitude there and just put a little there, it's worth the risk. You know, if you're going to spend $20, $10 each, it's it would pay 29 to 1 and 40 to 1. Yeah, so
it would not surprise me to see. Well, we both like the 1 and 2. Good prices, 7 to 1 and 8 to 1.
Yeah. Yeah, no, and I think one of those 2 has a big shot here. David also liked Most Wanted. Seven furlongs for Bookham Dano, I just think may not be his best distance.
It's a good race.
Yeah.
Would not surprise me if somebody like blows up the board either, Oldie. It's gonna be. We had great racing
The
today,
horses
actually,
are approaching
too.
the starting gate.
Well, the horse that's working well that I saw in what Dan sent us this morning was Scotland.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't believe in that horse at all, but it's working well. And I don't think Mulligan, I don't like Mulligan here. Maybe extra in Aho closing if the pace is crazy. I don't know. We should be getting close to the gate here. Guys, as we head to the Forego, the grade 1 Forego here, please hit the like and subscribe. And hopefully you'll stick with us through the Travers, which will be the next race at Saratoga. And if you're interested in free EquinEdge, which you should be, you should scan the QR code in the corner there.
You like Scotland. Tony likes Scotland. Yeah, Scotland, nice horse, Tony. I mean,
yeah.
You're going to have to really improve, though. I struggle when horses burn a lot of money versus a lot easier, but maybe this horse, maybe somehow Scotland figured it out. Rob said there's New York breds to cause havoc.
At least it's not Sierra Leone's emotional support rabbit, as Mike Rapoli called that 50-to-1 horse.
Extra Anejo. Here's the stretch running Crazy Mason, who graduated right here in dramatic fashion at Saratoga. Doc Sullivan to the outside. They're in the gate. And they're off.
Bishop Bay almost dropped the rider.
It was a very nice start for Mulligan. Over and Ollie has some early interest.
Most
and
wanted
Hold
broke
My
still.
Bourbon on the outside. So those three line up right out of the gate. Most Wanted comes away in fourth. Bishop's Bay is fifth. Bookham Dano in and among horses in sixth, but only 3 lengths off the lead. Another 2 back to Doc
Left the
Sullivan.
rail
Extra
open, though.
Anejo is next, racing 4 lengths in front of Scotland, and Crazy Mason is at the back of the field. It's Most Wanted, who
They're not going that fast
22 and 3
compared to the other.
Hold My Bourbon, Bishop's Bay in third. Bookham Dano inching up in between horses. He's asked to do so. And Mulligan is just outside of him as they head to the 3/8 marker. Then comes Doc Sullivan. And Doc Sullivan is now 6 lengths off the new leader, Hold My Bourbon, who went the half in 44 and 4. Hold My Bourbon, short lead. Here's Mulligan on the outside, putting in his bid. Bookham Dano trying to split rivals.
Wow,
As
one.
Most Wanted has come to
Come
take
on.
the lead. Bishop's Bay running
Somebody
a big
beat the
race along
floor.
the inside. Crazy Mason on the outside, and Scotland is starting to motor home too. They're in the final furlong. Bookham Dano takes the lead. Scotland's coming with it in every stride. Bookham Dano, Scotland. Bookham Dano. What a summer. The Grade 3 True North.
Yeah.
The Grade 2 Alfred Reed Vanderbilt. And the Grade 1 Forego for the Pride of New Jersey. Bookham Dano and Paco Lopez.
Much the best, really. I mean,
Yeah.
the horse kind of got caught in between. It wasn't necessarily the easiest trip. Paco with a big win. Bookham Dano, nice horse. I mean, it went off at 4 to 5, took a lot of money, but deservingly.
Number 4, Bookham Dano was first. 8, Scotland second. 6, Crazy Mason.
All right, 6, Crazy Mason. We can sneak in an Emerald race maybe here before the Grade 3 Segway Stakes at Woodbine, Justin, that we
we covered that race
Yes.
yesterday. Emerald's just had some monster fields only lately.
Emerald's had some crazy prices too.
Well, with Golden Gate closing, you're on. Oh, there you go. You're on Emerald. Raheem, welcome. Chris, welcome. Nah, the win percents are one of the best, Chris. One of the best, man.
Yeah.
One of the best algorithms.
I've actually, and guys, I can't share all the details with it, but you guys know I've been collecting data on my own for a long time. I actually ran it through ChatGPT and made it print out a report for me, which I shared with Scotty. The win percentage is nearly impossible it's very, very difficult to improve on. The top win percentage is amazing.
Yeah.
The 3 wins here at Emerald.
But the
Meaning
top win, the 7's right there, oldie.
Yep. And when you get that, you got that second pick top win angle again here too with the top SOR. You know, and
Is that
that's one
good
of the
when
good
for the
ones.
second pick?
Yeah, that one's over 30%. So
I mean, this horse taking a big drop from that starter allowance. I mean, this is bottom level. I mean, it's 2,500 claimers.
it's just a matter, does that horse get burnt out by cheap speed? If it doesn't, it's gone, I would assume.
Mm-hmm.
You're getting 5 to 1.
Well, the one is the other speed, and the one is on the rail, which, I mean, isn't necessarily bad, but Amador gets off the one and goes to the 7. I mean, those look like there's not much other speed here, and if the one isn't necessarily the greatest breaker, only, but has been facing a little bit tougher, so maybe he's okay here, but hasn't broke necessarily well in both those last 2 efforts. It's just such a huge drop for the 7. I mean, all those races at Turf Paradise were a lot tougher, and then came back at Emerald and tried to, land in starter allowance, and that was way too tough. Should get the lead, hopefully.
Should, yeah. I believe
or the 7
so.
was the one sorry, not the 1. The 7 is the one that was from Turf Paradise, but yeah.
I mean, the 1 is kind of cheap to me. And you're right, is not a great breaker.
Which, again, that all will just help the 7 to try to wire the field.
Yeah. And, the 9, the trainer change is the hope there. 40% on a move, but it's 40%, it's 2 out of 5 there. Let's take a look here. They're still circling around the track. Let's talk a little bit about the grade 3 coming up at Woodbine, the grade 3 Segway Stakes. In the meantime, my notes here say that you were
2-1.
And it just booted me out. I believe I was 214 there. If I'm
2-1. You're 127.
127. Okay. It booted me out of the sheet there, so I was trying to look over it as it was disappearing. But 217. It just seems like there's a lot of.
The 1-2 exact is about 10 to 1 either way.
It does seem like there's a lot of pace on there. I have Emerald up on my other screen, so we'll go there as long as time allows, if they don't waste too much time.
Looks like they're hustling to the gate. I still the 2 here, oldie. Get back to that form at 7. Get rid of all those 6 furlong and turf races. 1 at 7 last summer in this race, oldie. Going for back-to-back. Last time it won. Same race.
And then maybe a horse like the 3 could close here and get a piece, just with the speed of the 1 and the 7 if they duel here. But they are from the same barn, so they may not. The 9 was another one that should be closing. All right, they are about to go in the gate at Emerald. I'm going to put that up. I'm going to keep Woodbine on my other screen so that I can make sure we don't miss the grade 3 segue there.
And as Ironman first one to go in. Now a man of my stature, middle of the gate. Here comes Gianola.
Comic John, I'm surprised it's that high.
Beer Begun, 2 off the rail. Sport Necessity, 2 from the outside. Saber into line. Mirror Image, one from the outside. Bird's Prospect outside post. Last one. Now they're in.
And thank you everybody for tuning in and watching today.
Runners away. Good start for Fort Necessity from the outside. Beer Be Gone is quick into stride.
Come on, don't let the one get
Up
there.
running sharply along the rail. From between horses, Dark Saber is in the early search as
Okay,
well. Moving
good.
on is Bird's Prospect.
One's
certainly
all
up
used
from
up.
the outside as they continue to sprint for the far turn. Then comes Mirror Image, about 5 off the beat.
7-2, not bad,
mile
Oldie.
Yeah.
away.
Come on, Amador,
Gap
run
of
away
4
here.
lengths more back to a man of my stature.
Hey, Willie.
Third last on the outside. Don't
We're
Hey,
on
Willie,
the
how you doing?
7, Willie. Come on.
Mile away now.
Yeah, Willie, I hit
top
the
of
early pick
stretch.
5 at and we've had a bunch of winners, but at Woodbine for 54.53.
Run for home. Fort
Come on.
Necessity and
Keep going,
Sylvia
buddy.
Amador take them
He's
to
gone.
the final furlong now.
All
Lead
right.
by about 4 or 5. Digging in from between
Just like we
horses,
saw it,
Beer Be
Oldie.
Gone, and
Yep.
Iron Man is tucked in at the rail, but in
And?
deep stretch, it's Fort Necessity. Fort Necessity to win it clear by 4 or 5.
7-2. I like
Beer
it.
Be Gone,
And,
Iron
Oldie,
Man
that was the
don't
top
have
win
another rushing
percent,
in.
right?
Yep.
We just talked
it was-
about the win percent.
And it was the second pick top win percentage
That's just
angle
the
we
8
talked
away
about.
the rib.
Yeah, that and it had the pace there, and we knew the one was cheap, and the one tried to get there, but the 7 was just a lot faster.
It is nice when it plays out exactly the way we
And as the day
we
progresses, the
saw
sun
it.
has
I agree.
managed to remain and conditions have improved. Stormcast goes to the inside gate. Back in action, a very promising horse who went with great success last season, is very lightly raced. 4-year-old, she's only had 8 starts and she's never been out of the money. She's won 3, 4 seconds and a third, and blindfold on, but she is the focus right now. Stormcast.
And again, this is the grade 3 Segway, which I imagine a bunch of jockeys riding on a bunch of Segways racing each other.
Rafael Hernandez winning his Patrick Husbands with ticker tape home.
Oh man,
Shifting back and
I
forward in
did,
betting
Tony.
between
No,
Cassie
I didn't. I only
Runners, but
played
it
the
is
pick 4, but I did play it
2-1.
more than once, Tony.
Olivia Rose back out to 3.
But the pick 4, but I played the daily double. The daily doubles
Field
actually
remains solid at 7-2. They're
would
moving
be
in now.
probably.
Ticker
It's
tape
paying
home.
12-1.
Stormcast
I have
placed
that
in. A jockey to
many
get back.
times
Moving
at
in is
Gulfstream.
Metaphysical.
We'll get there. The 5's
Racing
current
very
favorite,
well. Next along is Talk to You Later.
but I only played the pick 4.
Goes forward. A Little Frisky is next.
That's more rough there, Comic John. $2 pick 6 it's $1.
Blind
So
spot.
did you pay it twice at
Going in.
Still
$2.90.
rough.
Wow.
Olivia Rose. And the last along is Elysian Field. Outside gate.
I actually played the pick 6, Tony, but I got beat by
This
that
field is set
7
to
horse
run.
that won the first
Locked
leg
up.
of the pick 5. So
And as they break awkwardly out blind spot, it was back and forth at the break and is a long last. Best away Olivia Rose coming through as Stormcast right up on the inside, and they're clear by a couple to ticker tape home. In fourth, A Little Frisky from Metaphysical. Elysian Field the outside, second last Talk to You Later. A length away blind spot has caught the pack. Olivia Rose shows the way. Battle length to Stormcast stays right behind. They're 4 in front. Ticker tape home almost 5 away. A length and a half to Metaphysical making nice ground. Then A Little Frisky up the inside coming through as Talk to You Later behind Elysian Field. And last of all is Blind Spot. Olivia Rose shows the way and is the leader by a couple of lengths into the turn from Stormcast away from the inside, galloping forward about 3.5 to ticker tape home has been running well in third. The top trio, the Mark Cassidy trio, And then a metaphysical pass by Elysian Fields and Marcassi Quartet, the top four. And as they turn for home, Stormcast coming. Olivia Rose joined by Stormcast. Only two to ticket tape home. And Elysian Field, a little frisky, gets the inside running. And then metaphysical Elysian Field after Stormcast. A little frisky the inside. Elysian Field and ticket tape home race to Stormcast. Elysian Field in front. Battling away Stormcast.
Elysian Field's got it.
Elysian Field. Elysian
We
Field
flipped the
coming away to
Gulfstream,
win
Ollie?
the Seaway Stakes.
Yeah.
3/4 ticket tape home, 3/4 Stormcast, a neck a little frisky, 3.5 metaphysical, and then
Thanks off the leader. Second last is Amy the Butcher, and Megan Making Money is the trailer. So they head for the far turn with 4.5 furlongs to go, and Cajun Anthem has the lead by a length. Hits Only Words, applies pressure second. Red Hot Spark is the team with Foxy Lady. Megan Making Money's taken fifth, and the trailer is now Amy the Butcher. 6 lengths cover them as they move into the far turn after a quarter in 22 and 2, and it's Cajun Anthem by 3 parts of a length. It's Only Words.
He's looking around, and there's a horse right next to him.
Megan Making Money is fourth.
Come on,
Foxy
5.
Lady drops back fifth, and Amy the Butcher is the trailer.
Well, one time
1/4
for
of a mile
Justin,
left
5.
to go, and up to grab the lead is It's Only Words, trying to put away Cajun Anthem.
Come on, run
And
away,
Red Hot
buddy.
Spark, the favorite, is starting to rally with 3 lengths to pick up and 1 furlong to do it.
Come on, 5.
It's Only Words as kicked
You know,
away
might
to
want
a
to ride
3-length
the
lead.
too hard if you're
Red Hot
riding the
Spark down the
2.
center with Foxy Lady, and at
Come
the
on, baby.
inside, it's
Get up.
Cajun Anthem.
You
But
got
There
it.
we go,
Only
Oldie.
Words and Amicio
Going for
Jaramillo
Justin
win
there.
by 4.5 in the end.
That's
Red
my
Hot
best
Spark
bet
is
of the
second,
day,
Foxy
Oldie.
Lady
Actually,
third, Cajun
I
Anthem fourth, 1-10-4.
I liked 2 daily doubles on. God, I wish we would have beat that. Yeah, romp, Tony. That was best bet of the day, Oldie, and we got like 13 to 1 on that daily double. Much the best. And we're all in the last. So, J-Lab, I know you were around earlier and you didn't like that I went 5 deep in that first leg at Gulfstream Park. If you're still here, we beat that 3 and we had our double single there at 13 to 1. It was much the best, Tony. But but it's still now let's get a price in the last. Daily double paid good though. I had that a good amount of times too. So yeah, right, Tony. Let's get a bomb on the Gulfstream.
All right, we have Delmar race 3 coming up. I thought this was just the 6 and the 1 for me here. The Sadler horse who's going to Williams, but puts JJ aboard. And then the 1 beat 56s, 2 a couple back, didn't run all that well, but is moving to the Glatt barn, and that's a 27% move.
Oldie, this before we get to Delmar, this is what I love. In JLev, that's how you can play it, man.
Yes.
Just play it cold.
For
Play
sure.
it cold, man. $10, like you said, and you got 25 to 1. Amazing, right? You don't risk a lot. You get you gotta love it. $10, pay you $245.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And the way, even more in like with the pick 4, and it was hard for me to read on that 3, but you could play the pick 4 there really cheap too. But I love when you play cold pick 3s.
All right, let's.
Well, that's what we're here for, Jayla.
Yeah. And when
go ahead, Oldie.
The other thing you'll be kicking yourself though is to not have played a rolling pick 3 to the end.
Yeah, no, it's okay because because that third leg was kind of tough, Oldie. It would have been okay, but I played the pick 4 a few times, so that's good. And I did play the pick 6 with that double single. I just missed that 7 horse though in that second leg. Oof. Yeah, okay, all right, just call him Jay. No Jay Love.
Yeah. Oh, Jay. For the 345 people watching here, getting ready for the Travers, which is 2 races away here. We have Delmar coming up, then we'll talk Travers, and then that'll be the end of the show. Please hit the like and subscribe button. Shout out to the Razor in the house.
Razor, shout out, buddy. Razor Oldie has been, and you and I both love baseball, but for anybody
Yeah.
who likes baseball and you like to bet baseball, follow Razor. And or it looks like he started out college football 1-0, but Razor, you've been, I follow you, buddy. You've been crushing baseball. But yeah, we need to
Eh,
have Razor on again sometime, Oldie.
Yeah, for sure. Anytime he wants to come on, he's welcome. It's just he a lot of time is doing his own show when I've contacted him.
Yeah.
So Razor, the invitation is out there for you. Anytime you want to come on. If you want to come on now, we could text you the link too. So um, besides being amazing at baseball, he's amazing at football and college basketball and an amazing horse handicapper. So
And an amazing shot taker.
for sure, definitely shot time. But hit the like and subscribe and hit the button, as Razor would say, as well. But
I'm
let's talk.
on the 4 Oldie since it wins the race, Sim, as the long shot. I
Yeah,
mean,
you're on.
I just didn't have a huge read on this race. I mean, I guess they stay on the dirt. I mean, the horse maybe wants the dirt, but
Appreciate that, Razor. But sometime soon, whether you come on the weekend preview, maybe we could have you on there because we can do that anytime. Let's have you on. Let's have you let's talk some sports and horses. We'd love to do that. Um, yeah, I think it's 6-1, and I think I like the 1 better than the 6. So I'm going to go with the 1 on top here, contrary Chieftain at 5-1. Nobody appears to like the left-hand man here. I just think that the 3.
so I love sometimes I'll be sitting there, Oldie, like handicapping, and Steph, my girlfriend, will be sitting there, and I'm like, you gotta listen to the name of this horse. But some of them just crack me up sometimes.
Yeah, for sure. Fireman Dan here um, as well. Good horse name there. But the 3 has the lead to the stretch, and then the 4 takes over in the race sim. All right, let's take a look, see if they're getting close at Delmar. If you want to put the sound up, and then we'll talk the Grade 1 Travers. Still 3 minutes away at Delmar here, so let's just keep an eye out here. And Justin, how many times did you play that pick 4 your live 2 at Gulfstream?
3. I have it for $1.50.
Nice.
Yeah. Wish we were alive to that pick 6, but that's okay. The pick 6 paying good too.
Yeah.
They have mandatory tomorrow at Gulfstream. If anybody likes to play mandatories whenever they play the pick 6.
And I thought I saw that there's is it a mandatory at why can't I get the words out of my mouth all of a sudden, at Ellis Park too, or is today closing day?
I don't know. It's a good question. I'm not sure.
Pick 6 didn't pay much, so I thought tomorrow closing day. And guys, we will have Kentucky Downs live the entire meet. Justin and I are going to try to put something together with Mike Saletta and David and Scotty so that we show a lot of Kentucky Downs during the Kentucky Downs meet as well. So come back for Kentucky Downs. We promise it will be live. You'll be able to watch it in stream. Like, subscribe. Let's go. 1 minute to post here. They're nearing the gate at Delmar. The 1 contrary Chieftain.
Who's it ready to pounce? The favorite at 2-1. Then we got the Travers oldie in 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Sovereignty is only 1 to 4.
Yeah, wait for the late money there. Actually, if you want, the thing to me that's probably interesting there is Sovereignty probably is taking a lot of money in the place pool, though. So we can look at that while we're waiting here for them to go in. You got the sound for.
The horses have now reached the starting gate. It's post time. They're at the gate for the third. Contrary Chieftain goes in with Father Delay. Here's Fireman Dan into the gate. He'll be followed by Clooney.
Sovereignty's 189,000 in the place pool out of the 335,000.
Ready to pounce.
No show wagering.
And left-hand man to the outside stall. Left-hand man coming up. And in. They're all in line. They're off. Perfect start. Great King sent out of there to take the early lead from Contrary Chieftain, who's taken in hand on the rail. Then Father Delay and Clooney to the outside as they make their way into that first turn. In behind them is Ready to Pounce and Fireman Dan toward the inside. A wide run into that turn for left-hand man, who's at the back of the field early on. Great King up top, the leader by a length and 3/4. Father Delay is second. Clooney to the outside, running along in third. Contrary Chieftain fourth as they race on to the backstretch, just 3.5 lengths off the lead. Ready to Pounce is right alongside of that runner. Left-hand man outside of them, and now the trailer is Fireman Dan. 22.48 was the opening quarter mile, 6 lengths from first to last, all in pursuit of Kazushi Kimura and Great King, who fired out of the gate and leads the way by a length and 3/4 over Father Delay in second. On their outside, Clooney is third. Then it's Contrary Chieftain, Ready to Pounce, heads apart. Outside of them, left-hand man, and still at the back is Fireman Dan. The half was 45.91 seconds. The pace is hot with 3 furlongs to run. And here comes Clooney, ranging up on the outside of Great King. And now the two of them are right together on the lead. And outside of them, left-hand man continues to progress. And the three of them will come toward the top of the stretch together. Then Father Delay, Contrary Chieftain on the inside. And they're into the stretch.
Left-hand
and it's
man.
Clooney and left-hand man. Left-hand man down the center of the track takes the lead at the 8th pole. Clooney tries to battle on from the inside.
Does he switch to his left lead, though?
It's left-hand man and Clooney. Clooney inside, left-hand man outside. Who's it going to be? Heads apart coming down to the wire. Left-hand man by a nose. Clooney was second, and it was close for third.
All right, Travers time.
We can, Tony, we can watch I'll hang around even if Oldie can't, but Oldie probably can. We can watch the last at Gulfstream too.
Yeah. So we'll
the 10s don't, well, there are a lot of short prices, but that's okay. It's all about, that's where that daily double might have been the good play there. It was still crazy, 13 to 1.
Magnitude taking no money here.
Well,
2 to 1 morning line, currently at 4 to 1.
I mean, look at Strategic Focus taking absolutely no money, Oldie. I mean, the Magnitude one isn't too surprising, I think, because there's just so much money on Sovereignty. But
well, and I mean, Strategic Focus was 2 to 1 on the morning line. Tony, what's your pick? Your pick is Strategic Focus. And, you know, I know I've said this many times, Tony, and you've ended up being right, but don't like it. Billy, we'll take a look here. I know Billy needed help with finishing something off here. So let me bring that in as well to the discussion. So Billy's in 3rd and 10th in the Twin Spires contest. And Billy, where do you need to finish to prize money wise or prize wise? Is this the last race?
yeah, is the 14th race part of your tournament, Billy? You have to get top 9. I mean, I'd assume Well, a lot of I don't really know. It's hard for me. Oh, they all count. That's good. You could still play into the 14th.
I mean, if you think Sovereignty is a lock on the win line, you should go all in with at least one of yours here. If you think Sovereign, if you don't, maybe go on the place line. Yeah, I think that's what Matt Miller would do in this situation.
I think the price of the 3 will come down, but you're getting I was trying to look at who maybe comes second, but
yeah, I mean, it could be the 3, it could be Sovereignty if Magnitude somehow carries on there. Oh, hiccups. You know, I if you're looking for a horse to put in third, maybe in a try, maybe McAfee at 17-1. Is the play. I mean, well bred, has a bunch of seconds and thirds. So that would be what I would be thinking in terms of if you want to go for a try. All right.
so Vane, the 1-9, you think the 1 and 9 in the last? Yeah, Denson Jane has a big shot. You like the 9 off the pace.
Catholic edition. I'm guessing a Catholic boy it is. For
I mean,
Linda with Jose.
the 13 got into the race, or they just start 13. They must just start 13.
Yeah, because there was a 14, 15, and 16 in here too.
Well, it's just nobody scratched, so.
I mean, maybe the 4 there's a little interesting for Maker off the Clement claim, coming back at the same level. Second time starter, puts Pratt aboard. We saw this combo win earlier today, I believe.
And that the one horse for Linda not winning last out is just an oof, but
Yeah.
and Irad rides back, but
maybe we'll like the inner turf at Saratoga better than Aqueduct. I believe, if I'm reading this correctly, let's see. She's rooting for Sovereignty here and Junior Alvarado.
who?
There. I
Oh,
just put up Lisandro
Lissandro.
Ortiz. Sorry, couldn't get that out of my mouth. Been a long, a long show for pronunciations for me. Sylvain like Santana on the 13. Okay.
Well, that's I keep looking at that horse. That's why I was saying. I mean, it runs well on the race sim. The post obviously not the best. We talked about that earlier in a turf race. I mean, I personally would like to see. But getting back, I mean, you talked about the 4. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a tough one, Billy.
All right, 1 minute until the Grade 1 Travers, probably a couple more minutes than that, knowing the way these races go. Thank you for joining us. Please hit the like and subscribe. If you'd like free EquinEdge, please scan that QR code in the corner and you can sign up and get 3 free races a day at no cost without having to put down a credit card. Again, Magnitude still at 7-2 surprises me. I thought Magnitude was going to go off at like 2-1.
We need that so that we can just translate that, oldie.
Yeah, we need that translation.
We appreciate you, Lissandro, for being here too.
Yes, gracias.
Where's the love button?
Love
right?
button. Hey, Crypto Al, wasn't that your nickname in college, the love button?
Oh man. 1-4 on Sovereignty, oldie. Strategic Focus 6-1 off that 2-1 E morning line. I mean, I guess it's just either 4-3 for me, oldie, or maybe 4-1.
And again,
I mean, the
everyone,
4-3 is 3-1. The 4-1's barely 2-1.
if you're new to the show as well, please come back next week, subscribe. Notice we're on, and we have Kentucky Downs live, the racing live and stream next week. Should be some great turf racing, big fields, big purses. Gracias to our Latin American audience as well. Thank you for tuning in.
And we will have the race. We can listen to it. We just can't show the Travers. We can show a lot of tracks. We just can't show Saratoga. But we will listen to it for everybody who's tuning in and asking. We'll have Oldie got the race sim there. I got the sound here. They approaching the gate. Oldie, you talked about Sovereignty. It was no horse has won the Derby, right? And then the Belmont, and then the Dandy and the Travers. Nobody's done that.
We'll call that the Grand Slam, since there's already a Triple Crown. We'll call that the Grand Slam.
Yeah, Lorenzo. I don't know if Hippica can show, but they might. They probably
no, because the one of the reasons that the Travers is so difficult is because Fox Sports owns 49% of Naira.
Yeah.
And that they don't allow anybody other than Fox Sports to broadcast the Travers, and that's why you can't get even on Naira's YouTube feed, you can't get this race live.
All right, Ollie, the $1.2 million DraftKings Travers. Good luck, Austin.
DraftKings, one of your favorite sites when you're not in Washington, correct?
That 100%, Ollie. 100%. I love that site. It's a great site. Good luck, everybody. Good luck, Billy, too. Whatever you decided to play. Yeah. If you shoved all in on Sovereignty or played an exacta or double, good luck.
I'm knocking on wood for Billy here.
Sovereignty.
Tony like the 3. You think the 3 can upset Tony? I don't know. I mean, maybe anything can happen.
Goes in. Strategic Focus a little restless. They're in the gate. Strategic Focus very fractious in there. Calms down. And they're off in the DraftKings Travers, and Bracket Buster flies out of the gate, and so does Magnitude. Magnitude, Bracket Buster, as expected, 1-2, and McAfee is moving into contention. Sovereignty is close up. He's one from the outside.
I just want to get caught in between.
And Strategic Focus, who did not have the greatest of beginnings, is fifth and last, moving through along the rail. So it will be Magnitude to set the tempo, and Magnitude leads it by a length, trying to slow things down as much as possible with Bracket Buster right off his flank. The opening quarter went in 23 and 2/5 seconds. McAfee is racing in third. And then it's Strategic Focus in Junior Alvarado as the Kentucky Derby, and Belmont winner Sovereignty not far behind. And he's tugging his way forward to be a joint third. The half went in 47-2. They run down the backstretch, and it's Magnitude leading the way. He's a neck in front of Bracket Buster, who's keeping him honest. And now Ben Curtis lets it out a notch, and Magnitude expands that lead to almost a length. Strategic Focus and Sovereignty are side by side. Sovereignty has a clear path now. He's third and 2.5 or 3 off the lead with less than a half mile to go. McAfee has dropped back 1:11.1. Magnitude pushed along now. Bracket Buster is up alongside, and Bracket Buster puts his head in front, heading to the quarter pole. 2 lengths back to Sovereignty as Bracket Buster tries to sprint away, but here comes
Sovereignty is gone
now.
here.
He's let loose with those big, powerful strides. Bracket Buster on the inside, and Sovereignty
Two
and
game.
Bracket Buster a long way back to Magnitude.
Not enough.
They're in the final furlong, and we are witnessing greatness. Sovereignty pouring it on, and for the first time since 1995, we have a Kentucky Derby, Belmont, and DraftKings Travers winner.
I noticed that they left the Jim Dandy out of that.
More than 8 lengths. Congratulations
Why?
to Belmont. There's your Travers.
I don't even know if he had written down that there had never been one, but it was a stat I saw this weekend or earlier in the week.
Yeah, I'm surprised that he didn't mention, like, he kind of skipped it. But Sovereignty's such a nice horse, Oldie. I mean, such a great run there. Sat off, didn't necessarily, I feel like, have like kind of the greatest trip. Kind of broke and had to find the right spot. Got caught in between for a second, but then kind of got free there at the end and made it look easy. Yeah,
Junior. Amazing.
Yes.
Perfect ride.
So good.
Made sure that Magnitude wasn't going to get an easy lead, and then when he saw somebody else was doing the dirty work, dropped back there. Very smart ride.
Yes, good job, Sovereignty. I always root for Junior too, man. I mean,
yeah, Junior. He seems like a good guy. Justin,
and Belmont for that matter.
Yes, definitely. So, Justin,
Gulfstream
we
Park?
are 3 minutes from Gulfstream. So, what are you alive to here again?
No, we have them all, but it's not paying. It's not paying a lot, so we're kind of yeah. The one actually was like kind of the long shot I liked, but no, pick 4. Yeah, I played it for $1.50. Obviously the 10 would be amazing. Somebody like the 8 or 9 would be good too, but the Torpedo with the weather today, and I kind of looked at this race, and it just felt like one of those Torpedo races that could absolutely kind of just go all over the place, mainly because the one has all that speed, right, going 2 turns. So is the one going to get away? Maybe, but then it's like, I mean, is somebody going to kind of trip out on the Torpedo with all that rain? So yeah, rooting for the 8 and 10, right, Tony? I'm with you.
You know, I ran some numbers, not for Gulfstream, but for Woodbine, and lone E pace number without a matching any other algorithm was 0 for 25 this meet.
Oh, wow, that's
on the
good to know.
On the synthetic.
Yeah.
So let's see.
But I like that. I like that in a race like this though, Oldie, because we have all Austin. We double singled in the past 2 races, but just we only played the pick 4, so it's not there. It's been pretty chalky. But our 2 picks in the last 2 races that was good. Would have been nice to beat that 3 in the first race, but.
And this will be our last race. We'll close out with Gulfstream and the pick 4 here. Hopefully Justin gets the 10 3 times. So, and thank you so much to everybody who's tuned in today. Gracias to our Latin American Spanish-speaking crowd as well. Please hit the like, subscribe. We'll be back with Kentucky Downs next week. I'm sure you guys are tired of hearing me say that.
Yeah, we got Kentucky Downs next week, but we'll have the preview show next week where we cover all the great stakes. We had a pretty good weekend, oldie, so far. I mean, still some races, but winners, couple close seconds, including Captain Cook, who tried to rip my heart out, 20-1 there earlier at Saratoga. But also, I think Scotty and David will do NHC show next Friday as well.
Yep, and so we'll have a lot of coverage of Kentucky Downs, which I think starts either Thursday or Friday of next week. And we'll have live Kentucky Downs action throughout the entire meet.
Short meet, but lots of fun, oldie. That's always a fun track to play with, especially if you're, if you like to play horizontal bets, right? You can find a good angle there. It's kind of like some of those, whether it's Turfway or Delmar, but you can find some big pick 4s and pick 5s and pick 3s for that matter, oldie. I mean, good pools.
Good pools. I would suggest, like you said, when you mentioned Turfway, I would suggest playing it like Turfway. But with the exception of speed, it tends to be speed favoring. You need to be forwardly placed more than most turf courses. All right, I just saw a boom for the group. Let's see what.
Yeah, what happened? Where's Billy?
I haven't heard what Billy did yet, but I think we had the right strategy to go all in it with at least one of them on sovereignty.
Oh, I see. He had 2. I didn't really catch that.
Thank you, Scrat. I really appreciate that. That means a lot. $45-1 on the 10, $50-1 on my screen, Tony.
Hey, today could be the day. Come on.
But number 1 in your heart.
Hey, Austin, you can, on that QR code up above, you can get 3 free races every day. And then we also do coaching classes on Wednesday and Thursday. Those are free. And then the software you can get, there's various kinds. You can buy a daily pass. You can buy just a weekend pass. You can pay monthly. So it kind of varies. But check it out. And they also join a coaching class. And that, for that matter, for anybody. A good way to learn with users. A lot of people join. It's always a good time. We played a ice cold exacta in the coaching class this week, Goldie, and we all crushed it. It was amazing.
That's awesome. And I don't do a coaching class anymore unless I'm filling in for you guys. But Justin and Scotty do a coaching class as well as, I believe, Alfredo does one in Spanish.
He does.
That's right. Yes, Espanol.
Gary,
Billy,
we have them all, so we want a price. All right, here we go. Go ahead, oldie.
So Billy is now in 3rd and 7th, so he did take one of those and move up. He wants to know, does he just sit? He has some doubles coming in on both tickets, though. Now, do you just sit tight? Or do you... That's a tough call. I think you probably have to at this point.
Well,
they're off. Let me get the sound. Yeah, I had it off because we were talking.
Again, and attending, trying to work over from a wide post as they head into the first turn. Thunder Princess is down toward the inside, racing 3 lengths off the leader inside of Pharaoh's Favorite. Then it's Pocket Pair, who's 3rd last. Far above is 2nd last, and She Do Kitten with the slow start is back at the back, 9 lengths off the leader. It's Baldemar using that rail control up the backstretch in front. Pressured by Attending. These two go 3 better than Chill Bean in 3rd. Let's Dance Again is 4th, out in the clear, 5 lengths off the leader. Thunder Princess covered up inside of her, then Pharaoh's Favorite. 3 back to Pocket Pair, far above, and She Do Kitten is last of them all. They ran the opening quarter in 23 and 3. With 4.5 furlongs to go, it's Baldemar. The half was 46 and 4. Ballerina on the stretch out, trying to take him all the way. Pressure on the outside comes from Chilbean. Once again, they're still half a length apart. Attending is dropped back. Pharaoh's Favorite is improved into third. In tight there is Let's Dance Again. Thunder Princess inside of Pocket Pair, who's ridden 7 lengths off the leader. She Do Kitten and far above. 3 furlongs left to go. Chilbean pokes a nose in front of Baldermar, who's at the inside. 3 wide is Pharaoh's Favorite. In between, Let's Dance Again, trying to find a seam from the back. Pocket Pair outside of Thunder Princess as Attending is dropped back. Then She Do Kitten. They wheel for home. Chilbean off the turn of the lead. Let's Dance Again runs at her. Pharaoh's Favorite, Pocket Pair, and up the inside is Baldermar. Let's Dance Again, trying to reach Chilbean, and she's doing just that. Let's Dance Again, roused forward to the lead by Lionel Reyes, and opening up late, it's Let's Dance Again, a 2-1 winner by 3. It's a good battle for second between Pocket Pair and Baldermar.
But not the boom you wanted.
Then it's either
it would have been
Chilbean for the high 5.
Sometimes that's why I just played the daily doubles over.
Posturing the
We got the last at Wood, or second to last at Woodbine, just finishing right now at the 1, winning there. So.
Well, the 7 was better than the 4, but not much. Would have been much better too. But hey, it's a profit. But the double was the play. The cold double got 13-1.
I'm sure you didn't play it for 1.
Yeah, I paid the pick 4. It paid about $45.
So it's all about 135, 140 there. So okay, 135.
My cold double paid much better. Yeah, a win is a win. It is what it is.
Yeah. Profit's a profit. All right, everybody. Thank you very much for tuning in. Please hit the like and subscribe on your way out. We really appreciate you tuning in with us. We will be back next week for the weekend preview show, for the road to the NHC, and plenty of Kentucky Downs action live. And Cody, thank you. Thank you for my boom. Definitely a good way to start out the day. Really took the pressure off me to find another big winner like that. So thank you.
Yeah, well done, buddy.
Any other last comments or thoughts here, Justin?
Thanks, everybody. Have a good weekend. Enjoy lots of great baseball on, as well as horse racing. Big cards tomorrow if you're going to play at Woodbine and Monmouth Park. Both have great cards if you're going to play tomorrow. Check that out, as well as Gulfstream Park has a mandatory pick 6. If I like anything, if anybody's listening, if I like anything, I'll put it out on my Twitter. Or maybe I'll do a video tomorrow, actually. So watch for that. Usually on the EquinEdge channel and or my Twitter. And yeah, check it out. It won't be a big pool, but it's always fun to play the mandatory days at Gulfstream.
For sure. Maybe Justin will put a ticket together for a group or something like that, you and I.
All right. Thanks, everybody. It was a pleasure. Always fun. Good luck. Keep crushing.
Thank you, everybody. We'll see you next week.
Thanks, all.